Left field, number 7, Hank Spalding. First base, number 4, Bryce Flynn. Second base, number 23, Jude Treadaway. Shortstop, number 9, Reed Kent. Third base, number 17, Madden Butler. Catcher, number 10, Stone Collier. And pitcher, number 25, Everett Thompson. Please rise for the national anthem.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Good afternoon and Roll Tribe ICC fans, and welcome as we've got a doubleheader coming your way this afternoon here from Fulton as we open conference play with our friends from Gulf Coast Community College this afternoon. And I'm joined in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth by the good Dr. Brad Boggs. And Dr. Boggs, we've been complaining. It's been 35, 40, 50 and raining every time we've done a home game this season. Not today. Chamber of Commerce Light Day, absolute beautiful day for baseball.
Yeah, we got our wish, and this is baseball weather, and beautiful day, absolutely gorgeous day out here at Roy Crescent Field. So still plenty of time for people to come out and join us today and see some good baseball action here because it starts conference play.
It does. ICC comes in with a record of 13-7 overall. Gulf Coast 16-8. Waiting the Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here in the afternoon It's going to be high for a ball, and it comes your way at 2 o'clock, a straight-up 2 o'clock. Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here, ball one. This is Davis, Palazzo, and Irving at the plate here to start things off in the top of the first for the Bulldogs. Everett Thompson on the heel here for ICC. That one in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. We'll give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups in the exchange of innings. As we're getting this one started off, 9-inning first game here, 7 in the second. 1-1 pitch on its way, and it's in the dirt. 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Everett does come into the day with, of course, he is a sophomore out of Oxford, played high school ball at Lafayette, but comes into the day with no wins, 1 loss, 5 appearances on the year. He does have a save to his credit, got 8 1/3 innings pitched, giving up, that ball's inside, so it's going to be a 3-1 count. So he's got 10 hits given up, 12 runs, 10 walks, 12 Ks.
Those stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. And Brad, one thing the Indians have struggled with this season has been walks, and Everett Thompson behind the count here early, 3-1. That one right down the middle is Davis taking the whole way that time. 3-2 now is the count. And a nice job coming back to find the zone.
Yeah, Indians have struggled with some on the mound with walks this year and stuff like that, and so that's stuff that we've got to work out of our system now as we're getting into conference play and not put guys on as I'm talking about it, and we put the first guy on. But those free passes are what has hurt us a lot in previous games, or put the Indians behind where we've had to come back and battle from behind, and that's what we wanted to avoid, although that's not what we avoided today.
Another thing to keep an eye on, we saw 2 pitches get away on a wild pitch in that sequence, so that could be something big there. Now this will be the left fielder Palazzo coming to the plate here. Palazzo batting .348 on the season. And Brad, I'll give you a chance to look at some stats on Davis and see, you figure a leadoff guy with the Gulf Coast team, you figure he's going to probably be up there when it comes to the steals this season.
Yeah, it looks like, I think I got him. Well,
another pickoff throw over.
I don't have him with any stolen bases.
Well, then I lied. Not going to be the first time, not going to be the last time.
Unless I'm reading this wrong. Now, I think I got it right here. Now, I do not have him with a stolen base to his credit yet. He was coming into the day batting .286. And I was trying to see how many walks he had this year, as that is going to be
pitch high for a ball.
Ball 1 there. So he did have 5 walks on the year, so that's going to be his 6th walk, Jordan Davis, coming into today.
So 1-0 is the count. Another pickoff throw over to first, and I tell you what, they're paying a lot of attention to the runner over there, even though he said, Brad, no steals on the season. It looks like Irving leads the way with 14 stolen bases. As that pitch high for a ball, 2-0 now is the count.
Yeah, Palazzo, who is at the plate now, and of course, got a problem here again. And I say a problem, I know it's early in the game, and everybody's like, well, it's early, Brad. It is, but again, here we've already walked the first batter, and now you got a 2-0 count here on Palazzo. But Palazzo comes in the day batting .348. He does have 66 at bats, 23 hits so far this year. He does have 1 long ball, got a home run with 5 RBIs on the year. So his slugging percentage coming in was .424. So, good number 2 hitter right there is what you got, and that's what you want out of your number 2 hitter is continue to be productive, continue to get on base as well, and let those guys behind you drive you in.
Another snap throw to first. This one blocked up, and something else you got to be careful of. You throw over there more and more and more, the odds get higher that one of them's going to get away and allow the runner to advance. Nice job blocking that one up over at first there by Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn did a good job right there because that one could have easily got away, and that would have been second base right there. Runner in scoring position, but then he comes back, Thompson right there with a strike, 2-1 count.
2 balls, 1 strike, no outs, runner at first. We're in the top of the first inning, game 1 of 2 this afternoon here on the ICC Sports Network. We do want to welcome those that are watching from Gulf Coast as another snap throw over, not in time. And we also want to thank our good buddy Don Hammock. Got to see him earlier this week when Gulf Coast came up in basketball action, did a great job helping with softball yesterday as ICC and Gulf Coast split down there at Gulf Coast. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So next time you see Don on campus, go by and tell him thank you for all the hard work he does. And what a better way to thank him for all that than buying him a nice ice-cold Coke.
Yeah, good pitch right there by Thompson right there. Came on the inner part of the plate. Still showing. There it goes, Adam. Got underneath him. It was a bad throw over to first. Got underneath him. You mentioned it. Got to watch that. And it's fine to check the runner. I get it. He was paying a lot of attention to him over there. And it was almost like it was drawing him off the batter up there at the plate. But he threw a couple of bad ones. Glenn was able to block him up. He wasn't that one. It got under him. And so now the runner's at second in scoring position.
So the runner will advance on the throwing error. 2-2 now is the count. Palazzo trying to protect the dish here. ICC looking for the first out of the inning. Checks the runner at second. Now delivers a breaking pitch that hangs up, and now the count goes full at 3-2.
Yeah, got to get that down right there. And there could be some jitters out there, some nerves going on. This is the first conference game. You're battling Gulf Coast. It's an in-state rival here as far as any of our conference rivals are. Could be some jitters, but you got to shake that stuff out right now. You already got a man at second. Don't need to put another one on. You got a full count here.
3-2 offering on its way. This one popped up, and the third baseman will come up and make the play for out number 1. Nice job coming back on a pitch on the inside. As you said, kind of came off his fist and 1 out.
Yeah, good pitch right there. Came back on the inside. Luckily for us, Palazzo wasn't able to turn on it and get that bad hit out quick enough, those hands out in front. And so it just kind of fisted him right there. So good job and first out of the inning. Still do have a runner at second, though, for Gulf Coast.
And this will be Irving coming to the plate, batting in that 3 spot. Irving batting .362 on the season. That's leading the team when it's average. Listen to that pitch, a breaking pitch that finds the corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count.
Yeah, it looks like I would say he leads the team in home runs, but he does it. He's second. He's got 3 home runs on the year. He does have 18 RBIs and second on the team in that as well. Which Dom Jackson, who we'll see later on, does lead the team in both of those other categories as he gets under that one. That was out well over the plate, gets under it. That's going to be caught.
Nice job over there at third as he nearly ran into the railing of the dugout, with the ball kind of knifed away and a pop out there. So quickly 2 away now after that one was fouled off and retired by Butler. So now this will bring Coakley to the plate.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was getting close to that dead zone over there or not, where they basically say, it doesn't matter, it's nothing in that area can be playable. But obviously it did. Madden Butler, who we've seen a lot of him at first. He's playing third today. That one's going to be chopped to Madden. Madden bobbles it, comes up with it, chunks it, and should have held that one. Should have ate it. Adam didn't. Goes wild. That's going to be an error on Butler and a run scored.
So E5 there. Unfortunate for the Indians. As he said, he kind of bobbled it, panicked for a second. I think he still had plenty of time to throw him out. But unfortunately for the Indians, second error of the inning here. And they now trail this one 1-0 because of it.
Yeah, and again, it was a iffy cause. It was one of those, well, you may throw it and still may get him out or not, but you got to be aware and cognizant that runner was at third right there, and in a bad throw or anything timing, he could take off toward home plate. I think that was one in that case. He should have ate that one, but and just held on to the ball. But hindsight 2020 is always, as that's ball 1 here. So that is going to bring up Dom Jackson, who leads the team in home runs and RBIs.
Jackson, the DH here in game 1, takes that first pitch low and outside for a ball. As Brad mentioned, a runner at second here for the Bulldogs. That breaking pitch across for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Jackson, .263 batter on the season. Got 1 ball, 1 strike. As that pitch in the dirt gets away, and that'll allow the runner to advance to third.
Yeah, Gulf Coast aggressive on the base paths in ICC, but what ICC, they haven't stolen any bases on us. It's been more or less our errors, throwing errors. Stone tried to block that one up and did a good job. It got out to the side of him, but it's just enough where Gulf Coast is sitting there waiting on anything down in the turf right there, bouncing out. They're taking advantage of it. It happened to bounce the right way, went out toward first. He took third, so now you got a runner at third in scoring positions. That's going to be strike two, breaking pitch right there to Dom Jackson.
Yeah, that's going to be a pitch Jackson wants back as you saw him kind of squat down and was like, oh, that was some meat he was looking for there. So 1-2 now is the count. 2 outs, a runner over at third for Gulf Coast, who leads it 1-0. And there's strike 3.
Big K right there.
Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout as Jackson apparently not agreeing with it, taking the time to get out of the batter's box before he heads to the dugout. The first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. We're going to keep it here and give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups. And let's start with the visiting Bulldogs of Gulf Coast, who come in with a record of 16-8 overall. Of course, no record in conference play, as today is opening conference play throughout the league.
Yeah, I got leading off, as we mentioned, was Jordan Davis out in right field. Batting second, Jacob Palazzo out in left. Batting third, Caden Irving at first base. Batting the cleanup spot was Brandon Coakley at third. Batting fifth, as we just saw, was Dom Jackson. He's the DH in game one today. Batting sixth, Tanner Ladner out in center. Batting seventh is Griffin Wells out on playing second base. Batting eighth is Leighton Eder. Am I saying that right?
Yes,
Eder.
That's how I'm going to say it.
Okay, Eder, he's behind the plate doing the catching duties for Gulf Coast in game one. And batting ninth is Landon Holloman. For some reason I didn't write where he is playing.
He's at shortstop.
He's at short, thank you. And then pitching today on the mound for Gulf Coast is Eli Waters.
Those are your starters for Gulf Coast. Now the starters for ICC. They come in with a record of 13-7 overall, and again, no record inside conference play. ICC and Coke, now that's the winning combination, and Coach Rick Collier hopes he's got that same winning combination put together here today against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, definitely. Leading off, Jude Treadaway, a little different lineup, Adam. Jude Treadaway playing second. Batting second, Reed Kent at short. Batting in the third spot will be Evan McCarthy, who'll be playing out in right field. Cleanup spot will be Bryson Jackson, who'll be DHing today. Batting in the 5 slot will be Madden Butler, who's playing third. Like I say, normally we see him a lot at first. Batting in 6th is Stone Collier, who'll be doing the catching behind the plate here in game one. Batting 7th is Hank Stallmaker out in left. Batting 8th is Houston Green out in center. 9th, Bryce Glenn. Normally we don't see him, and we've seen him at first today. And as I mentioned, pitching is Everett Thompson.
And those are your starters for the Indians, being brought to you by Coke there in Tupelo. Grab an ice cold Coke, sit back and enjoy today's doubleheader here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. As this first pitch swung on, popped up, and it's going to be trouble. Shortstop's drifting all the way over, but will make the play.
Yeah, look at up in that sun. Of course, the sun's shining right into their eyes at this point everywhere, and so tough play out there, but excellent job by the shortstop out there in Holloman to make that play and get the first out.
So 1 out, or excuse me, 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what you like there if you're the Bulldogs, as this will bring the shortstop Kent to the plate here for the Indians.
Yeah, Kent is another first pitch swing and fouls that one off. Third on the team currently, well, tied for third in batting average with 400 coming into today's game. Does have 60 at-bats, does have 24 hits, 2 home runs as he takes ball 1 right there. 1-1 count to Kent.
As Brad mentioned, 1-1 is the count here. And so we had the heater on last week, and now this week we got the air conditioner on. 2-1 now is the count, so it's on par for Mississippi weather this time of year. Not only that, but as soon as it gets hot, the bugs like to come out. So we've got a few wasps out today and a army of ladybugs. As that pitch missing low and inside. 3-1.
Yeah, ICC's got to answer what Gulf Coast did and be patient at the plate. Don't go up there. And again, I know that's what we did. We saw 2 pitches, 2 swings early, but be patient as that one's going to be chopped up the middle. That could be trouble. Got him out.
Impressive play there, 4-3 on the putout.
Bang, bang play.
Unfortunately, we don't have Raphael Henry with us today, or he would have been able to follow that play a lot closer, as he is actually down at Jones getting ready for tonight's basketball game between ICC and Pearl River in the semifinals of the Region 23 tournament. The winner of that game will go on to play in Thursday's championship game against host Jones and Northeast. That pitch in there for a strike, as this is McCarthy at the plate.
Yeah, McCarthy comes in with a 400 batting average, and he leads the team in home runs with 6 coming into today. That's going to be mile 1 right there. He does have 24 hits on the year, 5 doubles. He does have a triple to his credit as well, and 16 RBIs.
That's going to be a little bit of a jam job there. Fouls it off. 0-2 will stay the count here to McCarthy. So the Bulldogs trying to find a 3-up, 3-down inning here. ICC trying to spark a 2-out rally, trailing this one 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Breaking pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Oh, that should be 3.
I think it's 3 is what they're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think Coach Collier likes that call, and I don't really like that call either.
I would say the catcher was set up way outside. The pitch came back inside, and buckle up, folks. Could be a wild one today, as Coach Collier almost came right back out, but instead opted against it, heading back to the dugout. 1-0 after 1 complete. We're going to take a break. Hear a word from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
We're not ready. Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move now to the top of the second inning. 6, 7, 8 batters due up here, as that first pitch fouled out of play for strike 1.
Yeah, first pitch swinging there, like you say, it's going to be a fouled off right there. Ladner coming into the day for the Bulldogs here is actually batting. Had it.
Well, he hammers this one, and this could be another run on the board here. This back, and
gone.
It is gone.
Stuck in the tree, man.
Off the netting out there.
Oh, it's in the netting on the, I see it on the netting on
the scoreboard, and the Bulldogs answering a big way there. A leadoff home run off the bat from Ladner. And the Bulldogs, very positive start in this one, but Brad, the thing to remember is this is a 9-inning game, so you do have some room to rally, if you will, the Indians. But right now, boy, Lady Mo is dancing with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was Ladner. He was batting .306 coming in today, and he already had a home run, so that's actually his second home run of the season right there. And it was tagged, and like I say, still out there in the netting, out there from the scoreboard.
So this will bring up Walls, the second baseman. He takes a healthy cut at that one, missing for strike 1. 0-1 is the count. So right now, if you're Thompson, you just settle down the situation. Say, all right, he got one on me there, and this new batter, new situation here. 0-1 is the count to Walls. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Nice answer after giving up the long ball there by Thompson.
Yeah, and again, that's what you got to do. You gotta answer. You know, if you're Everett, you don't want to. I mean, it's too early. You know, like you said, this is a 9-inning game. Get 2 runs on the board, but it's too early. So battle back, and that was a good pitch right there for an 0-2 count pitch, and ball 1. But hang in there, keep battling, and eventually your offense has got to produce for you too when you come back in and not have a 3-up, 3-down inning.
So Walls with a 1-2 count now. Nobody on and no outs. 2-0 Gulf Coast with the lead. That pitch missing. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, kind of a breaking pitch there, but it's down, but it did a good job. Stone's doing a good job of keeping it in front of him, but also not drawing the swing. So excellent patience there at the plate by Wells.
So 2-2 is the count here on the second baseman. Pitch on its way. This one popped up, and first baseman's giving chase and makes the play.
Yeah, what a play right over there by Bryce Glenn. Diving catch over there, and just basically had to stick that mitt out there, that first baseman's glove out there to his left, almost up to the netting, and made a diving stab over there in the turf.
He kind of fell and just threw his glove up, and I don't even know if he saw the ball when he caught it. And again, unfortunately, Ralph on the road today, or we would have got a really good shot at that one possible. Top 10 worthy play there out of Glenn. Now with one out in the inning, this is going to be Eder, the catcher, coming to the plate. Takes that pitch low and inside for a ball. An absolute beautiful day for baseball here in Fulton. We appreciate everyone that's tuning in and welcome those that are watching in favor of the Bulldogs this afternoon. That pitch missing. 2-0 now is the count.
Yeah, Eder comes in. He's second on the team in batting average. He's got a .360 average coming into today out of 25 at bats. He does have 9 hits. 5 doubles to his credit. Does have 1 home run too as well, and 9 RBIs.
2-0 pitch drifts high for a ball. 3-0 now is the count. Thompson just a little overcorrection that time.
Yeah, good eye there too by Eder. But I'm with you. You know, I mean, you don't battle back after a good play by your defense out there, and you got 1 out in the inning after that home run, and sit here and throw 3 straight balls. You got to find it. You got to find your composure, and you can't lose it that fast.
So waiting the 3-0 offering here, and loses that one. So 4 straight pitches and a walk there, and a tough break after that great play over to negate Walls an opportunity to get on base. They follow up with a walk here, and this will bring up Holloman, the shortstop.
Yeah, it's one of those where you just kind of shrug your shoulders and say, what? You know, I mean, because he threw strikes and was throwing them to the previous batter, and then all of a sudden now you come back after getting that big out and you throw 4 straight balls and you walk him and put him on.
There's a pitch, and that one's across there for a strike. So 0-1 is the count here to the number 9 batter, Holloman.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. That was a breaking pitch coming in to the number 9 batter, and then he swung through that one and missed it. So that's going to be an 0-2 count, as you mentioned, on Holloman.
So the Indians looking for the second out here in the inning. There is a runner at first here for the Bulldogs. They lead it 2-0 here. There was a solo home run by Ladner to start the inning, and that's where we're at now scoring-wise in the second. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Or no, they're going to say he fouled it off.
Yes, they got a piece of it barely, but big-time breaking pitch there, off speed that brought it in there, and Holloman just able to get a piece of it to stay alive. Still 0-2 count.
So nice job finding a piece of that one, as you said, Brad, to make me look like I'm crazy. 0-2 pitch coming. This one gets away. And the runner will advance on the wild pitch and will take a big turn and stop at second.
Yeah, I mean, that one got by and out there on that wild pitch out there. And again, here you are in the second inning, same situation in a sense here that's happened, and now you got a runner at second. In scoring position, Gulf Coast with only 1 out. So threatening now where they can do some damage, and, of course, the top of the order coming up next after Holloman here.
So 1-2 now is the count with a runner at second. Still only 1 out here. ICC trying to find the exit. Breaking pitch. Ooh. A little bit up that time for the umpire's liking.
Yeah, must have crossed high is all I could say, because by the time it looked like it, by the time it got back to Stone, it was down in the strike zone, but must have crossed the plate high. So I think that's what he's calling the 2-2 count there on Holloman. Good eye on his end.
So waiting the 2-2 pitch here from Thompson. And that one missing outside. I think a little frustration setting in with Thompson as he's not really getting those close calls, especially after that last pitch, but just got to take a deep breath here, get refocused, and put it up there. Trust your defense to find the out here.
Yeah, you can't give free passes. I mean, again, you just don't want to give the free passes. So it's a full count here. Come back and then throw a strike and let your defense play behind you or get this guy.
And that breaking pitch fouled off will sit at 3-2.
Yeah, Holloman did a good job of turning on that pitch. It was on the very part of the inside plate there, and just fouling that one off. That was the best thing he could do with that, just to kind of chop it foul and live to see another day.
So now the count goes full with a runner at second, one out here. Top of the second, Gulf Coast leading it 2-0. Thompson will check the runner and get ready to deliver to Holloman.
Yep.
That breaking pitch in there for strike 3.
Yeah, froze him right there. That time it did come through lower. He lowered that breaking pitch right there. It came across the plate. It froze him one time earlier where we thought it was a strike, but it was high. That time got him right there. Big out right there, big K with going back to the top of the lineup.
Second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. And now we go back to the top of the lineup here in Davis with 2 outs. Runner still at second here for the Bulldogs. ICC trying to get out of this inning with minimum damage done. Big, healthy swing and a miss there by Davis.
Yeah, well-placed pitch right there. Davis unable to catch up with that one. And so starting out 0-1.
He walked, got to second when the pickoff move got away from first. Then eventually came around to score on a second error of the inning by the Indians. It was a 2-out error as well, so a little insult to injury as time is taken by the batter. Matter of fact, the batter took time and almost a second and a half count before the umpire granted it to him when he stepped out of the box.
Yeah, he motioned up here and told us
a timeout.
I think we knew, but
yeah,
I knew anyway. Did you know?
I didn't.
Oh,
I'm glad he told us. 0-1 is the count. This pitch going to miss outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Davis.
Not a bad pitch there. Again, you're dealing with the top of the lineup and then talking about Gulf Coast and the top of their lineup. You know, Davis, who definitely came in today with a good batting average and definitely has a good on-base percentage where he can – don't need to do that, where he can assist the team. But he floated that breaking pitch up right there with his release, and so now you got a 2-1 count.
Brad mentioned 2-1 now is the count. There is 2 outs with the runner at second. Bulldogs trying to spark a 2-out rally. Indians looking for the exit. Thompson checks the runner and will deliver to Holloman. That pitch outside for a ball.
And had a little movement, moved back to the outside out there, but there again, it was already out of the plate or out of the strike zone before it started moving. So easily a 3-1 count, hitter's count here. Don't have to swing unless it's just perfect.
So waiting to the 3-1 offering from Thompson. It's on its way. That one is going to miss low, and that's going to be a walk. Second time that Davis has reached on the walk today. That is the 3rd walk of the game for the Indians.
Jacob Palazzo.
So now this will bring Palazzo to the plate. He popped up on a fister to third in his only appearance so far. So he will dig in with runners at first and second. 2 outs. And the Bulldogs leading it 2-0. So Palazzo waits the pitch, a breaking pitch. It's in there for a strike.
Yeah, good start right there by Thompson. Need to get out of this inning and not do any more damage than what's already been on the board from that home run that happened earlier from Ladner.
So 0-1 is the count. Checks the runner at second. That one in the dirt, gets away, and runners will advance.
Yeah, that one down there again. Stone tried to block it up best he could, got his body out there in front. That thing took a wicked hop right there and just bounced over Stone, and so he might have got just a little piece of it to kind of help it ricochet out there, but it made it to the backstop back there and kind of landed, so the runners easily advance to second and third. Now you got 2 runners in scoring position that could definitely do some damage with a base hit.
1-1 is the count. Again, ICC trying to find that exit. The Bulldogs wanting to spark a 2-out rally here, see if they can cash in on some of these miscues, as there's going to be a grounder foul for strike 2.
Yeah, way out in front right there was Palazzo. He's way out in front on that swing. And just able to get enough piece of it there that he was so out in front that it went to the right side out there toward the end there. So, again, 1-2 count opportunity here now if you're Everett Thompson, get out of this inning.
So waiting the 1-2 offering here, pitch on its way, and that one's going to be outside. Couldn't even chase one, as that will even the count now at 2-2.
Yeah, that was a breaking pitch outside, as you mentioned, outside from the get-go off the release. So good eye there on the part of Palazzo, not to even pull a swing. Now you got two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs up there, 2s across the board.
So Thompson will dig in and deliver. And that's going to be a grounder. It's going to be foul, and we'll sit at 2-2.
Came back at him there and challenged him with it, with the straight one. And so good job there by Thompson. But Palazzo able to foul that one off down the third base side here toward the Indians' dugout. Staying alive, still 2-2.
As Brad mentioned, 2-2 is the count. Runners at second and third. This is Palazzo at the plate. He popped up to the third baseman in his only appearance so far and fouls this one back. And nice little battle going here between Palazzo and Thompson. If you're an ICC fan, you love Thompson to win this battle and get out of the inning with minimum damage done.
Yeah, good job right there. Good swing. Fouled that one back to the backstop. Stayed alive here. Of course, he's still got another ball to give if need be, but it's still a 2-2.
So waiting the 2-2 pitch here. Thompson delivers. Ripped hard. And it's going to be a tough play. Shortstop gets it. Throw across the way is in time.
Yeah, excellent play over there at short by Reed Kent.
Great job, as you said, by Kent to get the Indians out of the inning with minimum damage done there. 1 run on 1 hit. And no errors. We've played 1.5. It's Gulf Coast 2-0 thanks to a Ladner leadoff home run in that inning. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Football fans, make your plans to be part of the Little Tribe Football Camp on Saturday, March 29th at Eaton Field on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. The camp is open to kids ages 6 through 14 who are looking to learn, improve, and grow their football fundamentals. Registration starts at 8 a.m. and the camp runs from 9 a.m. to noon. Cost is $50 per camper, which includes lunch and a camp t-shirt. That's the Little Tribe Football Camp, Saturday, March 29th at ICC. Early registration available on letsgoicc.com's football page. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the second inning. ICC trailing at 2-0. It was a pair of errors in the first inning that allowed Gulf Coast to put a run on the board, and then a solo home run by Ladner to start the second, and that's where we're at right now with a 2-0 advantage here in the bottom of the second in favor of Gulf Coast here in Game 1. As always, Game 1 in conference play goes for 9 innings. As this pitch popped up and can't make the play. Heck of an effort out there in right field. Tried to make the diving play, and it in and out of his glove and will drop for a base hit.
We'll take them any way we can get them, but I'm sure Coach Collier is also going to say, well, you ought to be a little more patient at the plate, see a few more pitches, especially this time around, go around. This is a 9-inning game. But, again, we'll take the hits any way we can get them, and getting a leadoff hit right there that just kind of dropped out there in between second and right field. He was able to fist it out there, Jackson was, just to get it out there and get the hit and put the first one on the board for the Indians.
That pitch in there for a strike, as this is the third baseman, Butler, at the plate. So that was the first hit of the afternoon for the Indians, each team with 1 hit. Pickoff move over to first, not in time. 0-1 is the count here to Butler.
Yeah, Butler comes in today batting .308. Does have 52 at bats as he swings on that one. That could be a double play ball. He bobbles it though, Adam.
And he didn't get it.
No, he didn't. That's going to be an E4 out there. Luckily for the Indians, he bobbled it, and still the exchange when he flipped it over still didn't make it clear out there. So that's going to be an error on Gulf Coast, but positive for the Indians. First two batters now are on base with no outs.
So now this will bring Collier to the plate. He's catching here in game one, batting in that 6th spot. Runners at first and second with no outs. ICC trailing it 2-0. So Waters with a little bit of trouble now after a 3-up, 3-down. Top of the first. Foul ball. Catcher's going to go back. Will dance around, and they collide, but do they still make the play? They do.
Wow. I don't know how.
The first baseman reeled that one in, and
man, that was full speed coming at it right here back at the new brick backstop here for the Indians. And you want the first baseman to get that ball if he can, because he's coming this way. But still, that's a catcher's ball right there where that one's placed. If he can find it, if the catcher can find it right there in that situation, that should be a catcher's ball. You don't want that first baseman running that hard, challenging him, which could have been a problem back there in a bad collision. And they did collide a little bit, but luckily no one got hurt. And again, first out of the inning for Gulf Coast.
Very impressive play there by Irving to cover that kind of ground. That pitch. They're going to appeal and say he did not go. 1-1 now is the count here to Stallnaker. He's playing in left field. And boy, I tell you what, anybody in the outfield today is going to have a tough day if they didn't bring their sunglasses.
Yeah, I mean, again, glad to see the sunshine, glad to see this beautiful weather that we're having as he swings through that one for strike two. But yes, it's baseball weather, but you're definitely going to have a challenge. Anyone out there currently, anything hit up in the air, whatever, is going to be difficult for these players.
1-2 pitch, not a bad spot to miss there after getting him chase one a little bit further out earlier in the count. 2-2 now is the count here on Stallnaker.
Yeah, good eye right there by Stallnaker to hold up on that one as he does come in today with 9 hits, 7 RBIs on the year so far.
2-2 pitch. And that one high, 3-2, and full count now, and the Indians have a chance to load them up here.
Yeah, good eye right there. Stallnaker being patient right there because Waters took something off of that pitch right there, and it drifted high, and so Stallnaker held up.
Ground ball, foul ball will sit at 3-2 once again.
And my apologies to Mr. Waters out there, but he does have a 5.02 ERA coming in today, 2 wins, 3 losses, 6 appearances. He does have 1 complete game, 28 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 26 hits, 18 runs, does have 15 walks to 30 strikeouts. Add that to his strikeout total right there as Stallnaker goes down.
Yeah, got him with the high heat that time. Stallnaker couldn't check the swing. That's going to be the second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game there for Waters. That's a big one, as now the Indians with runners on first and second. This will bring Green to the plate. That first pitch gets away, but not far enough for the runners to advance. Ball 1.
Yeah, Green's kind of tugging on the jersey, saying, hey, you kind of caught a little bit of my uniform there, but I don't think the umpire said, no, not going that way. That's ball 1.
So 1-0 is the count here to Green. Tying run is at first here for the Indians. That pitch was set up on the outside. 2-0 now is the count. If Green were to reach, and we'll go to the number 9 batter, Glenn, due up here for the Indians.
Yeah, good eye right there by Green, running this count to 2-0. Good eye.
Borderline pitch going the way of the Indians there. 3-0 now is the count.
Yeah, 3-0 count. Fully expect Green to be taken here. Be the red line.
So waiting the 3-0 offering here to Green. And he takes the whole way that time. Strike 1, 3-1 now is the count.
Yeah, still got a hitter's count here if you are Green as he swings on that 3-1 that's driven out to center. Center fielder makes a play on it.
Tough break for the Indians as they had a runner in scoring position. Green put a charge in it, but unfortunately the center fielder right there to reel in for out number 3. We played 2 here in Fulton. ICC trails it 2-0. We'll take a break. Hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Try Little Caesars Stuffed Crazy Crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin! It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust, with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Are you looking for a place?
That creates lifelong friendships.
A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the third inning.
25, Caden Irving.
It'll be Irving, Coakley, and Jackson due up here, the 3-4-5 batters for Gulf Coast. Irving popped up in foul territory, was retired on a nice play on a diving effort by Butler to make the play in foul territory. Swings on the first pitch he sees, pops it up. This one get out of play for strike one.
Yeah, swung on that one. Got the inside part of the play. He was trying to get those hands out in front, just couldn't quite get them out there ahead enough. So his timing is still off right now with Irving. 0-1 count. Luckily, he was able to, he fouled that one off, luckily for the Indians.
Irvin fouls this one back again. 0-2 now is the count. Well, Brad, we jokingly talked about it's almost like it's Gulf Coast week here at ICC. We had the women's basketball team square off in the quarterfinals of the Region 23 tournament. ICC was able to fend off a very scrappy Bulldog squad that came in undermanned with only 7 players on the roster. ICC women advanced to the semifinals as this pitch is popped up out of play. Will stay at 0-2. They will take on Coahoma on Friday at 5:30. And
it's
then
at Pearl River.
It's at Pearl River. And then the Saturday championship game will go on there. And of course, we talked about that. Then softball, they went down to Gulf Coast yesterday, split, won the first game 11-3 in 5 innings. That pitch misses inside for a ball. 1-2 now is the count. And then Gulf Coast, they were up 3-0. ICC rallied with 2 runs in the top of the 7th, had the tying run in scoring position, but just couldn't find a way to get her home. And Gulf Coast was able to earn the split with ICC. Gulf Coast ranked number 20 in the country. ICC ranked number 21 in softball, as there's a grounder, easy toss over. 1-3 on the putout to retire Irving.
Yeah, very proud. It's always as Gulf Coast, the baseball team's experiencing here. Luckily, it's spring break, but our Lady Indians made that long trip down there and had a good showing down there and split with Gulf Coast, ranked team, as we've mentioned. And normally they have an excellent softball team and squad down there, and tough to battle. And same with their baseball team, so they're always tough. And so looking forward to the challenge here. And it's for the Indians and Lady Indians. It has a good breaking pitch, and he swung through that one, missed it. That was Coakley there. But Lady Indians and the Indians doing a good job here, opening up with conference play. But they got a tough challenge on conference play opening up.
So that pitch swung on and missed for strike one. 0-1 is the count here to Coakley. He reached on an error that allowed a run to score. This one's going to be popped up. Left fielder running over, shading the sun, and will squeeze it for out number 2.
Yeah, excellent job out there by Stallnaker to find it off the bat, number 1, then shading the sun. You're taught how to do that. Of course, our guys practice here every day, so luckily we see we know what we need to do, know where we need to look up, we know when we need to throw the mid up and shade the sun, all that kind of stuff. So we know the ins and outs of it. So good job out there by Stallnaker to get out number 2.
Swinging and a miss as this is Jackson at the plate. He went down looking at strike 3 to end the first. So looking to redeem himself here. He's the DH in game one. ICC looking for their first 3-up, 3-down inning of the afternoon here against the Bulldogs. That pitch low and outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Jackson's a tough out. As we mentioned, and we were able to get him out looking and K'd him in the first at bat. But, man, that guy's a tough out, as you can looking at his statistics coming into the day. Now, of course, his batting average isn't as high as his other statistics coming in, but he's got a lot of pop on that bat. He's got some RBIs there, leads the team as mentioned there. So that was ball 2 right there, 2-1 count. So always got to be careful. Jackson's one who can put in this situation, a run on the board with one swing.
So away to the 2-1 pitch here from Thompson. Pitch on its way. That one runs inside. 3-1 now is the count.
Yeah, going to be credit here, or actually a count in Jackson's favor now. So got to be careful if you're Everett. You got to spot your pitches here, and don't give him anything out there over the plate just to swing at and hit a long way. As he had him swinging on that one out in front, took something off of that one, and Jackson says, "Yep, that's me. I swung at ball 4." But good pitch.
So now the count goes full at 3-2 here. Indians looking for the exit. Bulldogs want to extend the inning here either with a walk or a hit. Thompson's pitch, and they're going to say it was high for a ball as he was able to check his swing, and so that will be a 2-out walk, 4th walk of the game for the Indians. And we say that, we sound like we're harping on it, but it has been an issue for Indians coming into conference play this year. It's just, when they have that chance to get a 3-up, 3-down inning, a walk here, a wild pitch there, and next thing you know, there's a run on the board.
Yeah, definitely stuff we battled all year, and there goes a one in the turf. Good job by Stone to block that one up. So Stone Collier did an excellent job blocking that one up and keeping Dom Jackson over at first. But you're right. We faced that coming in today. Hopefully that's something the Indians are going to clean up here with conference play. But today so far we've definitely issued some walks.
This pitch popped up. And a little confusion. Now the right fielder will drift over and squeeze it for the out. Big time out there to get out of the inning with no damage done after issuing that 2-out walk. No runs, no hits, no errors, one left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd, but before we do that, we're going to hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad,
yeah.
24-hour egg salad. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back as we head now to the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2-0 Gulf Coast with the lead. ICC had the tying run on the board, or on the bases, I should say, the previous inning, but a fly out just like that one to center field into the threat for the Indians. Glenn, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, I mean, I go back and there's some people out there though, philosophy, see it, hit it, swing at it. If it's in there, swing at it and cut down on it. I agree with that philosophy, and I do, but we just now got through the lineup for the first time. The Indians with Glenn were back at the top, but Indians are really, I just love for them to be seeing a few more pitches as well as upping Waters' pitch count out there. Right now it's working in his favor here in the bottom of the 3rd. Indians are not looking at a lot of pitches, and I'd like to see him a little more patient at the plate.
Treadaway is going to hit a grounder to the shortstop. Gloves throws over in time for the putout. 6-3 to retire Treadaway, and there's quickly 2 outs now. 3 pitches and 2 outs. Brad, that's what you're talking about. If you're Waters, you're loving that formula.
Yeah, I mean, you are. I mean, of course, early in the conference JUCO season, I don't know that anybody's planning on either of our starting pitchers to go 9 today. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but the way it's working out is he throws a first pitch strike right there to Kent. The way it's working out right now, if Waters' pitch count stays this low and the Indians keep chopping down on it, they very well make it get 9, as that one's going to be chopped to first base. He does make a boo-boo on it there, Adam, and second base tries to recover, can't, and so it's going to be an error, so that's going to be an E3 right there.
Second error of the game. And Brad, as you said, just a tough play, excellent effort by the second baseman to try to come in and just at least snag that last out. But Indians will get a runner on first with the 2-out error. And now see if the Indians can spark a little bit of a rally here, as this is going to be McCarthy. Very dangerous bat coming to the plate here, even though he struck out looking in his first at bat. Swings on that one, fouls it off, strike 1.
Out in front of that pitch, big time. Got to get that timing down, but he was well out in front of that pitch right there. But Irvin knocked it down over there at first for Gulf Coast and just kind of went off to the side of him over there and didn't field it cleanly. And your second baseman over there, Wells, did an excellent job. He happened to be trailing it over there and picked it up, scooped it up, made a dive and stab to get him out at first, unable to do so. So ended up with an error for Gulf Coast, and he needs to have a base runner.
That pitch going to miss low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to McCarthy. McCarthy was part of that questionable strike 3 call as the catcher was set up way on the outside to the right. Ball came back on the inside left, and umpire said it got enough to the plate. Grounder toss over to second in time. 6-4 to end the inning. So the Indians once again cannot get anything going. They trail it 2-0 after 3 complete. We'll take a break, hear a few more words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Number 2, Griffin Wells.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we go back now to the top of the 4th inning. ICC trailing at 2-0 here to Gulf Coast in the first of 2 games this afternoon. This game scheduled for 9 innings as that pitch across for a strike is it'll be Wells, Eder, and Holloman scheduled up. So I have to apologize. I think I called him Walls earlier. I actually wrote that down, but it is Wells. Shows bunt again. This time lays it down, and
good bunt.
It's going to be a perfect bunt.
Nope.
And again, sometimes you just got to, as Kenny Rogers says, know when to hold them. And that should have been one there where you hold on tight, as that one almost got away. Nice sleeping effort over there by Glenn to keep that one from ending up in the outfield, turning into an error to allow the runner to advance.
23, Blake Eder.
Yeah, that's just a good clean. I mean, he squared on the first one and pulled back. Wells did, and then squared on that second one there and just laid it down perfectly down the third base side. And so easily able to beat that one out and get a single out of it. So that's a hit for Gulf Coast. But now you've got Butler in at third there for the Indians.
Breaking pitch finds the edge for a strike. 0-1 is the count here to Eder. Eder walked, advanced twice on a couple of wild pitches, but was left stranded in scoring position back in the second. It's a throw over to first. Not in time.
Anything pulled here in the 6 hole, definitely going to be a hit. More than likely, the Indians are giving that up, going more for the double play ball to get 2 outs in the inning.
Show bunt, called it a strike. Throw down is not in time.
Not a bad throw by Stone right there to pop up and have that quick throw down to first and try to see if he can catch that guy, catch Wells out there asleep as he takes his secondary lead, but he was able to get back, get safe, 0-2 count.
So as Brad mentioned, 0-2 is the count. And there's strike 3. Nice job running back on the inside of that one. Got Eder looking. That is going to be the third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com.
This umpire, he likes the inside part of the plate, and he's called it on both sides. We got called out, as you mentioned, with McCarthy. And then, of course, that's the first pitch swinging. That's popped straight up, and I would say the first baseman's going to call everybody off. He does. Glenn comes in, takes that. That's going to be the second out of the inning. Nice job there getting that pop-up for the out. 2 away now as we flip it to the top of the lineup. Back to Davis. Davis has been to the plate twice, has walked twice, scored once, and has advanced into scoring position. His last time up was left stranded after a wild pitch. So 2 outs, runner at first. That pitch, outer edge, strike. Yeah, good pitch right there, coming in, just kind of took a little off of it, but left it out there just on the edge of the plate out there to the left-handed hitting here, Jordan Davis. So 0-1 now is the count. That pitch upstairs. 1-1 now is the count. Well, we're 4 innings in, or 3 innings through, I guess you would say. Really know that strike zone a lot better now. He don't like it up. He does like the outside corner in this situation for lefties, or inside for righties. Just not that much. It's that one up high. 2-1 now is the count. Yeah, anything up, he hasn't given either squad. Like you say, he has given that inner part, as I call it, to your righties. Given that inner part of the plate right there, giving that to both pitchers. So far, it looks like he's been giving it equally to both sides. So it doesn't look like it's been one way or another, so which is what you want out of your umpire. That pitch missing low. 3-1 now is the count here to Davis. Well, Davis's on-base percentage is skyrocketing today, and a chance to reach again with a third walk. And that's what you want out of your leadoff man. Find ways to get on. 3-1 pitch. And he'll draw his third walk of the afternoon. Yeah, something, I don't know. I don't know what the stigma is here with Davis and why he's trying to pitch around him or make it seem like he is. But he just hadn't gone after him like he has some of these other batters. And now you start leaking down into your number 2, 3, 4. But you do have 2 outs, but you still got to remember you got that runner in scoring position now once you issued that walk to Davis. So it does make it a little tougher challenge, and hope nothing drops out in the outfield. 2-0 Gulf Coast with the lead. As that shot smoked but foul for strike 1. This is Palazzo, 0 for 2 on the day. Popped up to third in his first at bat, grounded out to short to end the second. And so he's looking to try to extend the inning here. As that foul ball, 0-1 is the count. Runners at first and second here for the Bulldogs. Oh, 1 pitch, grounder up the middle over the pitcher, but a nice job there at second to step on the bag and end the inning. The Indians get out there again with no damage done, but the Bulldogs continue to lead it 2-0 ICC. We'll send Jackson, Butler, and Collier to the plate. We come back right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Number 14, Bryson Jackson.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 4th inning. ICC and Gulf Coast here in game 1 of 2. This game scheduled for 9. Is that pitch in the dirt for a ball? Well, let's get a real quick game recap here in the bottom of the 4th, being brought to you by Bank Okolona. John Harrod and all the fine folks out there at Bank Okolona, proud to sponsor today's action. And Brad, just give me your thoughts on the contest.
Well, I mean, you look at the board there. It's kind of been odd to say but it is kind of a pitching contest right now. But 2 hits to 1 hit. One of those hits Gulf Coast has was a bunt, so it was a bunt single, and it was a clean single. The other one was the home run. The other run that Gulf Coast put on the board was definitely due to walks versus some mistakes out there and errors in the field. That did not have to happen from some errant throws, things like that took place. So, I will say Waters has been able to keep his pitch count a little lower. We're just now going through. We're in the cleanup hitter for ICC, Jackson, and this is his second at bat going through. That's going to be ball 2. He's been able to keep his pitch count a little lower than ICC because the Gulf Coast is already working on their 3rd in the 3rd rotation as that one swung through for strike 1. So could come down to, again, Indians have slowed down. Thompson has done his job, and could come down to some late inning heroics.
2-1 pitch, now 3-1 is the count. Jackson is the owner of the only hit here from the Indians, and that was after a tremendous diving effort out there in right field that just popped out of his glove. If not for that play, ICC would not have any hits right now. 3-1 pitch, and he swung so hard at that one, that hurt my back.
Yeah, it was up in the zone, and Coach Connor's going to say, man, don't swing at that pitch right there. That was ball 4. But it's one of those that hangs up there, like you say, and sometimes that looks like a beach ball, and they're going to swing at it. But, again, umpire's not calling that outside pitch. As we mentioned, Adam, he's calling that inside pitch. He didn't call that one right there. It was close. Didn't call it. Good for the Indians. They get their leadoff guy on with a walk.
Second time today ICC's got the leadoff runner on. It happened in the second when Jackson started the inning off with the single. That was the first walk of the day issued by Waters. He'll toss over to first. No issue.
Yeah, that's how clean of a game he's been throwing, and not saying that he can't continue, but he's been throwing that clean game because he hasn't issued any walks. But ICC was helping him a lot because they were going out there and they weren't very patient. They were swinging at first pitch. First pitch, see it and swing it.
That pitch in there. So he said he likes that inside corner more so than he does the outside. That one called a strike. 0-1 is the count here on Butler. He reached on an error but was left stranded back in the second. Rips that one. Third baseman finds it. Going to throw over to second in time. Do they get the double play? Yes, they do. Little Caesars double play turned there by the Bulldogs. 5-4-3 on the putout.
Yeah, great placement down there at third by Gulf Coast with Coakley down there. Excuse me, I was looking at my list here. But that took a great hop right up to him. Perfect double play ball. Flipped it over the second, got the first, and got the first out there, and got over the first for the second out. Excellent job there, and that's going to be ball 1 to Stone Collier with 2 outs now. So that helps Waters' case right there.
Collier popped up in foul territory, actually behind home plate, but was caught by the first baseman. So that pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 is the count. It was a heck of a play by Irving, I believe. Yeah, Irving, to cover that much ground and make a diving play after colliding.
There's a hit.
There's a hit, and it's going to drop. And that'll be a 2-out single for Collier.
That's the best hit of the day right there for the Indians. Again, we know we gave up a hit, and we did. I'd take nothing away from the hit that was earlier by Jackson, but that was what we're looking for. That's that getting that top half part, that middle to top half part of that ball right there. It's a line shot single out there in the left. Good hit right there by Stone. So good piece of 2-out hitting. Let's see if Stallnaker can keep it alive.
So 2 away now, and runner at first. Stallnaker at the dish. Chases one low and outside. Strike 1.
That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to help him. And so our guys, again, I liked what I was seeing. You saw more patience out of Stone in his second at bat. You saw more patience out of Butler. You saw more patience out of both of them, and as well as Jackson, who walked. That came back with strike 2, quickly down 0-2. But Stallnaker comes up there and waves at the first one, which was ball 1 technically now, but it's not. Instead of a 1-1 count, you got an 0-2 count.
So runner at first, 0-2 is the count. There is 2 away. Couldn't even chase one there. Not a bad pitch to throw when you got 1 to waste. 1-2 now is the count here to Stallnaker.
You got to continue to watch up there. You do have to protect the dish up there if you're Stallnaker, but again, anything outside, don't let him draw you out there and swing at that pitch like that one right there, which was good eye on his end. 2-2 count. Now he's running the count back to 2, and you're also upping that pitch count on Waters.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first here for the Indians. They trail at 2-0. Stallnaker waiting Waters' pitch. That one runs inside, and again, as we said, he just doesn't like that corner on the right side of the plate or inside on left-handers. And so now the count goes full at 3-2.
A good eye by Stallnaker up here. It looks like it could cross the plate, but it may have hit the chalk, or as I call it, chalk, or the white line in there for the batter's box.
This one popped up. It's going to get out of play, and we'll sit at 3-2 once again.
Yeah, runners are moving. Obviously, you got a full count here, 2 outs. So Stone was moving on the pitch. Fully expected again here, 3-2 count, 2 outs. Stallnaker able to stay alive, foul that one back off. A hit right here could be very beneficial. Will be for the Indians to keep that 2-out rally alive.
There's a slow roller, going to have to hurry, and the pitcher will pick it up, tag him out. And again, the Bulldogs get out of the inning with no damage done. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We've played 4 of 9 here in Game 1. ICC trails it 2-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network. Football fans, make your plans to be part of the Little Tribe Football Camp on Saturday, March 29th at Eaton Field on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. The camp is open to kids ages 6 through 14 who are looking to learn, improve, and grow their football fundamentals. Registration starts at 8 a.m. and the camp runs from 9 a.m. to noon. Cost is $50 per camper, which includes lunch and a camp t-shirt. That's the Little Tribe Football Camp, Saturday, March 29th at ICC. Early registration available on letsgoicc.com's football page.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 5th inning ICC and Gulf Coast tangling up here. 2-0 is the score. You know, Brad, we were talking about earlier how it felt like it's Gulf Coast week here on campus with us playing Gulf Coast. But, you know, I'm kind of glad in a sense that the state is open now, so we get to play Gulf Coast more often, because it seemed like even when they had the North-South divisions, we would always match up with Gulf Coast in the playoffs. And it grew to be a friendly rivalry. Mm-hmm. And that's one of those that it still carries on to be a friendly rivalry today. And it's one of those that, you know, traditionally two really good baseball teams, softball, football, go through the list. And we always get the best out of each other. And so you really like these two type of teams getting together. And you get a game like this going today.
Yeah, no doubt. And again, like you said, that's what's going today. And that one's left high right there for ball one. And, of course, now you got Irving back up the plate. But you're right. I mean, enjoy playing our Gulf Coast. And there's always a good battle. And they're good, very strong athletically all the way around. And ICC strong athletically all the way around. And so way out in front of that one, fouled it straight back. For strike one, but always look forward to a good battle. I know we've seen them in the postseason, baseball-wise. We've seen them, and I can remember playing them in the postseason, even down in Eunice, and I can remember playing them down there. And so, been some good battles over the years with Gulf Coast.
So 1-1 now is the count here to Irving. Swings on this one, fouls it back. 1-2 is the count. Of course, when you look at all sports, of course, you go back about a decade ago, tennis. You had Paul Johnson and as soon as I started talking about Linda Partlow, and then the Gulf Coast coach, you know, Hall of Fame level coaches getting after each other. So, again, just one of those nice friendly rivalries you like to have. Is that ball in the dirt blocked up? 2-2 is the count.
Last year, is Gulf Coast who we played at Delta? I mean, at East Miss?
Yes.
Yeah, we ended up having to play them at East Miss because of a rain out here. It was too wet.
Yep.
So we had to meet them at a point, and East Miss was allowed us on a Sunday to play them because they have a turf field down there, and we were able to get that conference game in down there, as that one's going to be turned on foul line shot, and we were able to meet them down there for a doubleheader on a Sunday and play at East Mississippi's field.
The thing I remember about that doubleheader, Stone Collier hit a home run that bounced out of the glove of a Gulf Coast player that went over the field in center, and the infield umpire tried to call it a ground rule double.
I remember that. I do remember that now that you said that. I'd forgotten that, but I do remember that now.
2-2 is the count here to Irving after we took you down that memory lane. As that pitch hangs inside, it's going to hit him. First hit batter of the day for either team. And, again, Gulf Coast just getting those, I hate to call that a free pass because, I mean, you earn it when you take a pitch, but getting those easy passes and getting on base again. All but one inning they've been able to put on the leadoff runner. Of course, that one inning was a home run that put runs on the board for them. But other than this third inning, Gulf Coast has been able to get that leadoff runner on.
Yeah, I mean, it puts us in a jam defensively. That one smoked. That's going to hit the line.
That's
right
fair,
there.
and this is going to be trouble. And that's going to get down to the corner. They're going to hold the runner at third, and that's going to be a double off the bat of Coakley.
Yeah, excellent job. Excellent piece of hitting right there by Coakley. Started turning, and it just caught the line out there in left. So got down in the corner. Good job by Stallnaker to get over there in plenty of time to hold the runner at third. No runs scored, but here you go. Now you got runners at second and third, no outs, and you got Dom Jackson.
Jackson 0 for 1 today with a strikeout looking. He walked back in the third inning. You got to be careful here. As 2-0, but this one can really start getting out of hand with one swing of the bat. And he tried to do just that, but came up empty, strike one.
Yeah, Jackson did the same thing some of our hitters have been doing. He's not being patient. He's looking for that pitch to hit it over that fence out there, and he wasn't being patient enough because that was ball one. That was left up there, but fortunately for the Indians, strike one for us. That one's in the turf there. Stone able to block it up, keep it in front of him, and no runners advance, obviously, or score on that. So good job by Stone. 1-1 count.
Indians sending some people down to the bullpen to start getting loose here. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Runners at second and third here for the Bulldogs. They lead it 2-0, trying to pick up some insurance runs here in the top of the 5th. Jackson Can't catch up with that one. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, he's got that changeup. He took something off again there, and of course he's got Jackson's timing off. Of course, as I say, the swings that I've seen from Jackson thus far, he's been trying to definitely put 3 runs on the board with one swing of the bat. But he's got up in the count here. Everett 1-2 count.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Huge Renaissance Bank strikeout there for out number 1.
Yeah, big time right there. Still no double play ball in effect because, again, the runners from that double are at second and third. So the K was huge there. Love to have another K here to get 2 outs in the inning. The Indians now got the defense infield's in.
Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. Grounder is to the shortstop. Coming home with it, and the tag is in time.
Good defensive play there by the Indians. They brought the infield in, and I'm a little confused by the base running there by Gulf Coast. Irving, normally on that play you don't have to run. There's runners at second and third. Normally you're going to check up right there and see how quickly, how cleanly he fields it. Kent did a good job. He was right there in, and it came right to him. He fielded it cleanly, and all he had to do was toss it home. Stone put the tag on, got the second out. So got a first and third situation. But, again, I'm surprised Gulf Coast took off on that. But there again, here you go. Got a first and third situation for Gulf Coast with 2 outs.
So 2 away now. This will bring Wells to the plate. That breaking pitch in there for strike. 0-1 is the count. Well, if the Indians can find a way to get out of this jam, it would be huge to see if they can get it. That was a fielder's choice in that last at bat. 6-2 on the putout for those of you scoring at home. That pitch missing. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, I got a situation, Gulf Coast. I don't know if they're going to try to put anybody in motion, see if they can get that run home and get the 3-0 lead here or not. Right now they have not. Got him.
And got him going on that one. Couldn't check up, and they appealed down to first, and he did agree. And Coach Collier was ready to come out and argue it if he did not.
Well, I think they heard several of us arguing that one. I mean, he went around definitely committed on that one. We could even see it from up here. So 1-2 count, strikeout here would be huge.
So waiting the 1-2 offering on its way.
Got him.
And there it is, strike 3. Huge Renaissance Bank strikeout there to get the Indians out of the jam. His 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Thompson. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. Indians trail this one 2-0. See if we can get something rolling after this one. Back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football. You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Football fans, make your plans to be part of the Little Tribe Football Camp on Saturday, March 29th at Eaton Field on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. The camp is open to kids ages 6 through 14 who are looking to learn, improve, and grow their football fundamentals. Registration starts at 8 a.m. and the camp runs from 9 a.m. to noon. Cost is $50 per camper, which includes lunch and a camp t-shirt. That's the Little Tribe Football Camp, Saturday, March 29th at ICC. Early registration available on letsgoicc.com's football page.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back as we head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. ICC got out of the jam in the top half. See if the bats can get fired up here. Swinging on the first pitch. Right footer going back and will make the play after falling at the warning track. And folks,
the sun's tough.
It is. And that was a very, very tough play out there in right field by Davis. But he made it. 1 away.
Yeah, that sun's tough, and of course Gulf Coast is not didn't see this sun every day. I mean, they see the sun down there at their place, but obviously going to someone else's field, the placement and all that, and fortunately Indians do. But good job out there and right by Davis to get the first out, as that's ball 1 to Glenn right there. But I go back, Houston Green, 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 out.
Yep, there's been a lot of that today. It's 1-0 is the count, 2-0 now. The count here to Glenn. He flew out to center on a 1-pitch out. That was to start the 3rd inning. So that pitch runs inside. 3-0 now is the count.
Yeah, good eye by Glenn right there. I'm going to say the stop sign's going to be on here. Indians need base runners to try to produce a run.
And that one drifts high, and it will be a walk issued there to Glenn. And that will send us to back to the top of the lineup here in Treadaway. We talk about somebody that's due. Jude. I'm not going to say he's been in the slump lately, but he just hasn't been playing Jude baseball, if you will. So look for that young man to maybe get fired up here, see if the Indians can get something going in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to check Glenn over there at first, but love to have Treadaway's bat heat back up and 1 out here in the inning.
That pitch in there for a strike. Haven't seen very many of those called for a strike this evening, but got enough of the letters to warrant the strike call. Throw over to first, still not in time. 2-0 is your score, bottom of the 5th. Game 1 scheduled for 9 here between ICC and Gulf Coast. That pitch outside, 1-1 now is the count. Well, good job of keeping that one in front of him. If not, the runner advances with ease there. 1-1 now is the count here to Treadaway. That pitch missing outside. 2-1 now is the count, and they'd have a little quick conversation.
Yeah, this is the first time you've really kind of seen Waters kind of get off. Of course, Indians, as I mentioned, helped him a lot earlier in the game, but this is the first time you've kind of seen him where his pitches, where he's throwing a lot, he's not finding that strike zone, not drawing any swings.
I appreciate the home plate umpire doing what he's taught to do. Signal to the scorer's box to timeouts and visits made and stuff like that, even though we don't keep up with it up here. But we do appreciate it because that's just going through their mechanics and what they're supposed to do. Foul ball, 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, I can't always read what he says, but he does do it, and it is nice and very courteous of him.
Well, he shows one finger, then C, so a 132nd timeout maybe?
I guess that's right. I don't know.
That's basketball.
That's basketball.
That pitch just missing outside. 3-2 now is the count here to Treadaway.
So a good job by Treadaway. Seeing a lot of pitches here. I like it. This is what I like. This is that we're seeing a lot of pitches. Good quality at bats is what you want if you're the Indians.
Runner at first with 1 out. 3-2 pitch coming. Treadaway hits it. This one to get through for a base hit. And the Indians will have runners on the corners with 1 out here in the inning.
A little hit and run action there. Good timing right there. Glenn was going on the pitch, and so that pulled. You had a bigger hole over there in between first and second because of that, and so Jude was able to put it in that hole out there to get it out in right field. Now you got a first and third situation here with only 1 out for ICC.
And that was exactly what we've been looking for out of Jude, is he was able to find that hole there for the 3rd hit of the game here for ICC, and we're going to have a quick visit to the mound. Timeout. Let's take a quick commercial and hear from Guaranteed Bank and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. No change made there, but just a quick conversation on how they want to handle the defense there. So with one out, Indians with one of their better opportunities of the afternoon so far. Tying run at first here for the Indians. This is Kent at the plate. That pitch missing low for a ball.
Yeah, good opportunity here for the Indians. Main thing they want to keep, keep watching these pitches. As I said, Waters has started to throw more pitches. Be patient at the plate. Wait on that pitch you can drive.
That pitch low and outside. Now you're starting to hear the ICC faithful get fired up here below us. 2-0 now is the count here to Kent.
Yeah, walks just as good as a hit right here for the Indians. They would load the bases with only one out, so we'll take either.
Snap throw to first, not in time. Trying to see if they might have been in a steal situation there to get the runner leading a little bit, but did not, as Treadaway was able to get back with no issue. Kent 0 for 2, but did reach on an error. That one paints the corner for a strike.
Yeah, that's that pitch he's been calling all day on that corner right there. So, again, not a bad take, though, on the part of Reed Kent, in my opinion, right there. Again, forcing Eli Waters to throw more pitches.
2-1 pitch, swung on a miss as Kent was trying to put that one out to the football field. 2-2 now is the count.
Not a bad swing right there. Was put a healthy swing into it, but as you mentioned, wasn't on it. And so that runs the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes, and gets him.
Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there for out number 2. So whatever the coach came out and told Waters, he might need to bottle it because it worked well, as that's the 3rd Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. And now there's 2 outs. And the Indians just need to find a way to get a hit here, at least get one across to get a little bit of confidence going their way. McCarthy at the dish. Takes that first pitch low for a ball.
Yeah, the Indians would love to at least pull one out of this and at least cut that run at lead in half. And they got the guy at the plate, as that's going to be strike one. They got the guy at the plate they want in this situation. Especially with the runner at third to get that RBI in.
That pitch called a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Runners at first and third. Snap throw over to first again, not in time. Got to be careful. Don't want to do like the Indians did earlier. They let one get away and eventually ended up as a run for the Bulldogs. So the count will stay 1-1. And
Foul. City foul tip that one.
And now and the umpire's going to say he fouled that one off, and Coach Collier's wanting him to appeal, I guess, and the umpire is not doing so.
Yeah, said home plate umpire saying he got a piece of it and found it back. And so we'll kind of see what happens on this, but there's not going to be a change in it. I mean, they're asking again. Coach Collier's asking. Coach McCarthy's trying to peel him back out of the box and say, "Look, I got 2 strikes on me," but I don't think they're not going to get an appeal.
And Rick's wanting to talk to the infield umpires, and he can't cross that line because if he does, it counts as a visit to the mound. And he thought about launching the helmet, but held off better that time. And 1-2 now is the count. 2 outs, runners on the corners here for the Indians. High drama in Fulton. McCarthy rips this one. And it's going to be reeled in out there by the left fielder on the line drive. And there's going to be a whole lot of conversations coming on here in between the innings. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad,
yeah.
24-hour egg salad.
Yeah.
We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
Football fans, make your plans to be part of the Little Tribe Football Camp on Saturday, March 29th at Eaton Field on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. The camp is open to kids ages 6 through 14 who are looking to learn, improve, and grow their football fundamentals. Registration starts at 8 a.m. and the camp runs from 9 a.m. to noon. Cost is $50 per camper, which includes lunch and a camp t-shirt. That's the Little Tribe Football Camp, Saturday, March 29th at ICC. Early registration available on letsgoicc.com's football page. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the exchange of the inning was not as spirited as I thought it would be, as everybody kind of caught their breath. And now we're going to go to the seventh here. As we said, this one, or excuse me, no, the sixth.
Mm-hmm.
Let me correct that real quick.
Well, you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Like you say, it is the top of the sixth. There's still plenty of baseball left. Yes, it was an opportunity right there. That's strike one. Good pitch right there. Breaking pitch to lead off the inning to Eder. But you don't want to it's not the opportune time. We're still in this game. We're just down 2 runs. Still got plenty of time to put runs on the board.
This one's going to be popped up. Could be trouble. But no, a nice running catch out there in left field.
Yeah, that was Stallmaker. Did an excellent job of tracking that one down out there. That could have been a gapper, and excellent job of tracking it down and making the catch out there for the first out of the inning.
That was Eder, who was retired on the nice play out there and left by Stallmaker. This will be Holman coming up to the plate now. 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout looking. 2-0 is the score. ICC had runners on the corners, just could not cash in there in the home half of the fifth. As that breaking pitch hangs up just a bit high.
And, hey, this is opening conference baseball. You're going to have a little heat coming in. Everybody wants to win those conference openers, especially when you're battling 2 good teams battling each other. So, that's part of it. Is that pitch is going to be low for ball 2. But going to be some tension. There's going to be some drama. But, hey, that's MACCC baseball.
Wouldn't have it any other way. It's 2-0 now. Is the count here to the shortstop for the Bulldogs. 2-0 is the count. Nobody on with 1 out. That pitch missing outside. 3-0 is the count here. Thompson wanting a new baseball.
Yeah, and Everett had done a good job, in my opinion, of kind of settling back down and finding the strike zone, working his pitches. As far as, whether I'm going to work a changeup in here, I'm going to work that breaking ball in here. I got the fastball, and I'm painting it here, working the spots. But, now he's jumped up 3-0 here on this count and don't want to lose him.
That one did. Missing low. And I was waiting for some of the ICC faithful to get after him that time, and they did.
And this is a guy who's walked 3 times today, and so we don't want him to produce. Everett Thompson has not had a read on Davis, and Davis has just had a good eye today and starts him out with ball 1. Indians do have activity in the bullpen, just can't tell who it is at this point.
A little stroll to the mound here from Coach McCrory. Let's hear from Guaranteed Bank and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back as that mound visit was wrapped up pretty quickly there. And Brad, we were talking about this between the innings. This home plate umpire, I had no problem with him today. He's kept the pace of play really good. He's communicated us whenever there's been visits to the mounds, and he showed us the signals. We don't know what they mean, but we appreciate them. As 1-0 is the count here to Davis.
He does. And of course, one thing we got to remember, we're in MACCC conference play now, so we got three umpires here today, 2 in the field, 1 behind the plate. So that does kind of help matters. I remember back in the day, Adam, when unless you were in the postseason, you didn't have 2 in the field. You only had that 1, and it's tough.
Snap throw over to first, not in time. 2-0 is the count. Brad, as you mentioned before we took the break, Davis, he's walked 3 of the 6 times today for the Bulldogs.
He's got no reason to swing right now. Now he gets a strike. There we go.
That may be the first strike he's seen today.
It could be. I don't know. But, again, good patience, good eye by that gentleman right there so far. So 2-1 count here as they're going to fire back over to first. Be cautious here if you ever don't do what happened earlier and have that wild throw over there to first and get that runner over to second. Still only 1 out for Gulf Coast at this point.
Another snap throw over, no issue there. 2-1 is the count here to Davis.
Of course, part of that can be a delay tactic too. If you know that you're fixing to be pulled, or they're looking to try to get the pitcher out in the bullpen some more pitches. Throwing over to first is a delay tactic. That one's fouled back by Jordan Davis, and so that's a 2-2 count.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Davis has walked at all 3 of his at-bats. He has scored once. He's been left stranded in scoring position and wasn't in scoring position the last time up when he was left stranded. Indians would love to turn 2 here. As Davis awaits the 2-2 offering here from Thompson. That one just couldn't pull the string on the breaking pitch there. As it floats high, 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, you could tell when that left his the release point of that one, and when it left his hand, it was going to be ball 3. So got a full count here situation. Don't want to lose him if you're in Everett Thompson. Just not in the point to lose him.
And there's strike 3. Big time punch out there by Everett. First time today that Davis has been retired. And that is going to be the 6th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com.
Yeah, I mean, and, yes, it's a 2-0 lead by Gulf Coast, but Everett Thompson has not had a bad game.
No, he's not.
He had that off-speed pitch coming back right there and gets him strike 1. He had that one early in the game when he walked him and had that throwing error, and that was the roughest part. And then, of course, came out in the second inning and had that home run. But that's going to happen in a baseball game. Runner looks to go and then draws back and then fouls that one down the third base line. But since then, Adam, he's really cooled down and he's come back. And like I say, I think he's pitched a good game.
He's got 6 Renaissance Bank strikeouts. He's scattered 3 hits. And defense has had 2 errors behind him, one of those belonging to him. 0-2 is the count. Runner at first. Grounder, third baseman. Bobbles it for a second, picks it up, throws over, in time for the out. Nice recovery over there at third base by Butler. 5-3 on the putout, and the Indians get out of the inning there in the top of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. 2-0 is the score. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
birthday cake comes in, it is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back as we head back now to the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC trailing it 2-0 as Watcher staying on the hill here for Gulf Coast. He's pitched a good one. We've had a gem today between these two. Each team with 3 hits, 2 errors. Gulf Coast just been able to cash in on one of those errors for a run. And then it was a solo home run by Ladner in the second. That's a swing and a miss for strike 1 from Jackson. As it'll be Jackson, Butler, and Collier scheduled up. Couldn't catch up with that one. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, Waters coming back out. You know, last inning he kind of got off track from where he was earlier in the game, and now he's coming back and quickly 0-2. Not a bad 0-2 pitch there to see if you get Bryson swinging, and did not. But Waters has come back out battling here. Again, he's only given up 3 hits on the day, too, from Etowamba. So good pitching duel as that one's turned on. Not enough, though, on that one, Adam. It was inside part of the plate, and Bryson swung on it and turned on it, but just couldn't get that big part of the bat on it.
Yeah, impressive that he got it that far out. As the left fielder basically just took a step back and reeled it in for out number 1, as this will be Butler at the plate. Reached on an error, grounded into a Little Caesars double play back in the 4th. So 0 for 2 on the day. Ground ball, foul ball, strike 1.
Again, Eli Waters doing a good job of, he's working, you know, from everything I'm seeing here, especially this inning, he's working that inside part of the plate where he knows that umpire likes to call those strikes, and he's still in there. Left that one a little bit out over the plate, but Butler not able to do much with it but pop it up out in the right field quickly, second out of the inning.
I'll tell you what, now, if you're Gulf Coast, you know, a lot of times you only hope your guys can get 6 innings in a 9-inning game, but Waters has not thrown a whole lot of pitches. ICC has been very aggressive at the plate today, and that was just a couple of pitches before he was able to get that out.
The last inning was probably his the most pitches he's thrown in an inning, and that right there is going to be first pitch swinging by Stone, third out.
5-3, and the Indians go quietly and quickly there in the home half of the 6th. We've played 6 here in Fulton. 2-0, Gulf Coast still with the lead. Back with more right after this. Football fans, make your plans to be part of the Little Tribe Football Camp on Saturday, March 29th at Eaton Field on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. The camp is open to kids ages 6 through 14 who are looking to learn, improve, and grow their football fundamentals. Registration starts at 8 a.m. and the camp runs from 9 a.m. to noon. Cost is $50 per camper, which includes lunch and a camp t-shirt. That's the Little Tribe Football Camp, Saturday, March 29th at ICC. Early registration available on letsgoicc.com's football page.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
We do have a call to the bullpen here for the Indians, as it's going to be number 22 coming in for ICC, Aiden Williams, a sophomore out of Lafayette High School. As he takes his warm-up tosses, we will take a break. ICC trails at 2-0 here to Gulf Coast in Game 1. This one's scheduled for 9. Back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Are you looking for a place?
That creates lifelong friendships.
A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the 7th inning. We talked about new pitcher in the game here for the Indians, Aiden Williams taking over. Breaking pitch, swung on, and fair ball. They're going to say it's a solo home run.
Holy moly.
That was a big boy shot.
That was a breaking pitch. He left up, first pitch swinging, and left it up, and I mean, forevermore.
Brad, it was one of those that you were hoping that would go foul because it was kind of hooking that way, but the umpire did a great job of straddling the line, looking down, and immediately called it a home run. So the second solo home run of the day for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we got the two out in the field, so we had one down the third baseline down here looking at it. So you had your home plate umpire looking at it, and you also had the one down the third baseline, and he's right on it. He was out there, and so he called it. So first one pitch, one swing, and one run added to the board for Gulf Coast.
That pitch is going to miss low for a ball, as that was Irving with the solo home run. Now this is going to be Coakley. He doubled his last time up, was left stranded. He's 1 for 3 on the day. He did reach on an error back in that first inning, and that allowed a run to score for the Bulldogs. As there's going to be a grounder, and it's going to get through for another base hit. So back-to-back hits here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, put that one out there in that 6-hole out there and was able to get it through. And so single right there for the Bulldogs. And that'll bring up Dom Jackson quickly before anything else. Aiden Williams coming in, 4.76 ERA, which that's changed. 4 appearances on the year, 5 2/3 innings pitched, has no decisions, giving up 1 hit, 4 runs, 6 walks to 4 Ks. That
Bunt
right
laid down, and it's going to be picked up by the third baseman. Throw over is in time, and they tried to snap it back to second, and a good job by the shortstop just to lay down and fall in front of that one. That's going to be a sacrifice bunt with a 5-3 put out as the runners do advance in that situation. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union, reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. They're on their mission trip this week during spring break, and I know they're doing a great job down there. Brother Matt and company doing a great job with the ICC BSU. There's going to be a grounder. Shortstop gets it. There's only going to be one play. It's to first. In time. Nice dig out of the dirt there on the putout. Runner does advance to third in that situation. And now with 2 outs, this will bring Wells to the plate.
Yeah, quickly, these guys, Gulf Coast coming out, and to my knowledge, I haven't seen Aiden Williams all year, but they're coming out like they've seen him 2 or 3 or 4 times. They're swinging the bat and making good contact.
Breaking pitch in there for strike 1.
Yeah, good call right there. I mean, a good call on the pitch right there, because we know, and Aiden Williams knows, the umpire likes that pitch right there in that inner half, inner part of the plate.
That breaking pitch finds the other side. So 0-2 now is the count here to Wells. He struck out looking to end the 5th. Looking to redeem himself here in the top of the 7th with a 2-out hit. RBI opportunity here with a runner at third.
Setting up outside.
And that's where they go with it. Couldn't get him to chase one. 1-2 now is the count. Runner at third, that's Coakley, who singled, advanced to second on the sacrifice bunt, and then ended up at third after the ground out to the shortstop. 1-2 now is the count. Pitch low, blocked up nicely there by Collier. 2-2 now. The count here on Wells.
Yeah, Stone had to drop down to his knees to ensure that one did not get in between his legs or back to the backstop. Again, you got a runner at third, so you got to be careful there and don't want that run to score. Ooh.
That pitch just missing. Had it been on the other side of the plate, probably been called strike 3, as we say. That umpire likes to, I won't say shift it a little bit more. You get a little bit more room working inside the batter in this situation. As this one's going to be fouled off, and we'll sit at 3-2.
Yeah, just kind of a late swing there by Wells. Just kind of a basically, I'm just going to swing at this one and try to stay alive. I couldn't decide whether I'm going to go and do it or not. Now I'm going to do it, and I just want to stay alive. So he was able to get enough of it to stay alive. Still full count.
3-2 pitch, and he's going to walk him. Well, nice job getting ahead of the batter there, but unfortunately could not get that final out of the inning. And so that's going to be the 7th walk of the day. First of the game
Number 23,
for
Eder.
Williams, and now this will bring Eder to the plate. He was robbed of a possible extra base hit on a beautiful running catch out in left field by Stallnacker. And his last at bat, he has struck out and has walked. So he's officially 0 for 2 with the walk on the day.
First and third situation here for Gulf Coast. See if they try to put anybody in motion, see if they can get that run in. One more in here in this inning.
Breaking pitch, and it's a beauty. Strike one. Well, considering what happened to his first breaking ball, he's been able to settle down and come back and throw it for strikes.
You left that one up hanging to the wrong person, Irvin, who's got a lot of power, and he definitely made him pay for it. That one bounced out. That's going to be enough to get the runner over to second, but Stone was able to keep it in front of him to keep
say he did not go.
Keep the run. I didn't check that, but anyway, it kept the runner from coming home. So good job by Stone there to block that one up and keep it out in front.
1-1 now is the count. Runner does advance to second in that situation. One of the ICC fans said he fouled it because they heard it. Is that pitch in there for a strike? Of course, if you don't know what we're referencing, if you're just now joining us, there was a big hoopla earlier in the game when there was either a legit foul ball called. ICC fans thought it wasn't a foul ball, and it just stirred quite the stink. And they're going to send him down to first. Look, he kind of stuck that arm out there.
He flipped that shoulder around. Of course, that one started out inside. I could tell from the release point back here where I'm standing, and he did the right thing. It was a breaking pitch. You do what you're told. You roll your shoulders, and once you roll those shoulders, and it still comes out and pops you, and it did. So now that loads the bases. Not what Etowamba wanted here after getting that second out of the inning from after that sack bunt, but not what they wanted to load those bases, but it and does bring up Holloman there.
Bases loaded being sponsored to you by Samstown Market in Manatee. When you want to load your plate, the best place to go is Samstown Market there in Manatee. As there's going to be a ground ball, and it's going to...
What a play.
No, it's not going to get through. Shortstop makes an amazing play. Throw to third, got the out, and the Indians get out of the jam with no damage done. What a beautiful play there by Kent at short. Indians bats got to get fired up. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th. This one's scheduled for 9. Back with more right after this.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad,
yeah.
24-hour egg salad.
Yeah.
We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
Keep watching. Ugh, okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Enjoy.
Stuffed crust, buttery garlic spread. Little Caesars really stepped it up with their stuffed crazy crust.
They really jazzed it up. Yeah! They really plussed this crust up.
They really dolled it up. Everyone out my house. How did y'all even get in here? The housekeeper gave me a key.
Order stuffed crazy crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 7th inning. ICC, well, they've been chipping away. They just haven't come in with those clutch hits so far. And, Brad, you got to give a lot of that credit to Eli Waters. He's been able to get a lot of quick innings today, 3 up, 3 down on the Indians' part. But he's still on the hill here trying to see if he can go deep into this contest. And if you're a Bulldog coach, you love that because you're able to take some pitches off your bullpen and leaves you some extra weapons for game 2 if needed.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, again, you got if you get 7 out of a guy in a 9 inning here in MACCC, you're doing good. That's going to be ball 1 right there, 1-1 count. So they got some people warming up. Gulf Coast does got 1 or 2 down there in the bullpen warming up. But right now, as long as that pitch counts where they want to see it, as he fouls that one back, strike 2, no need to pull Waters out of this game. You don't want to wear a guy out early in the season, and I know that's the reason why they'll keep an eye on that pitch count to make sure they don't run him over what they're looking to run him at this point in the year.
This is Stallnaker at the dish. Looks at that pitch outside. Ball 2, 2-2 now is the count. You got 7, 8, 9 batters due up. Stallnaker, Green, and Glenn scheduled up here in the bottom of the 7th. 2-2 pitch from Waters. Outside, gets away, nobody on base to worry about there. 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good eye there by Stallnaker. Running the count to full. Base runners any way we can take them at this point. 5 hits for Gulf Coast on the day so far, 3 for Etowamba.
3-2 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed for strike 3. A clutch strikeout there for Stallnaker. You don't have a lot of them today. He only has 4. But his defense has been solid behind him. Other than the 2 early errors, it's been pretty smooth sailing since then. And so now this will bring Green to the plate. He is 0 for 2 on the day. A fly out to center and a fly out to right.
That's going to get him.
And ouch. As Green will take one for the team there. First time today. Really first miscue that we've seen from Waters.
Yeah, first miscue there. And
because he's only walked 1. No,
yeah.
2.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's still a great game right there. Of course, like I say, the Indians been freely swinging, especially early in the game when they went up there to the plate. Not really allowing Waters to throw a lot of pitches and work that count up higher. So we've got a guy on now. Got an opportunity, here. If the Indians could put the ball in play, drop some hits in here, maybe we can get some runs on the board as they check back Green over there at first.
Toss over, no issue as he dives back safely. Wind picking up, blowing out to dead center here at Crescent Field. And they're going to appeal and did not go. Again, some of the ICC faithful getting after the home plate umpire. I'm saying this, I know ICC fans aren't going to like this, but I've got no issue with the home plate umpire today. He has done an outstanding job. Has kept the pace of play good, and in my opinion, it's been pretty consistent on the strike zone. I mean, you're going to miss some here and there, but for the most part, it's been a good game call behind the plate.
I agree with you, Adam. And the only questionable was the one that you and I couldn't see. We did not have a position to where we could see if that ball was foul tipped or not. We're behind back here, and of course, you had an umpire and a catcher and a guy swinging. And that pitch was low enough down there that you and I couldn't even tell, nor we got headsets on, we can't hear.
Right.
So I don't know.
To start with.
Well, and you can't smell either.
No, I can't. Is that pitch missing? Everybody wondering what the heck?
Yeah,
I can't. My nose don't work right.
It doesn't. I mean, if we're going down the road, going to a game or something, I've known that because we'll pass a skunk or something. I'm like, dang, that's awful. No, I can't smell it. So, but I've noticed it. That can be a positive thing in those situations. That was fouled off, and Coach Collier fields it and flips it back over 2-2 count here. But I'm with you again. I don't have any problems with the home plate umpire today. That one call could be questionable. I don't know. I'm not at liberty to say at this point.
2-2 now is the count. Runner at first. That pitch missing low for a ball. That's amazing that we started talking about the home plate umpire, went around the circle, rounded home talking about the fact that I can't smell, and then right back to how good the home plate umpire's been today.
And right back to it. That's what you got to take things back around where you started.
3-2 now is the count here.
Runner goes.
Swing and a miss. The throw down is not in time. And they're going to call interference, I think, on the.
Oh, they're going to call interference on.
Uh-oh.
They step out in front.
And he made the call quickly there, so it will be a unconventional Little Caesars double play there to end the inning. And the Indians, man, just cannot catch a break here in game one. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this.
All right, Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little bad kid?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza.
Football fans, make your plans to be part of the Little Tribe Football Camp on Saturday, March 29th at Eaton Field on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. The camp is open to kids ages 6 through 14 who are looking to learn, improve, and grow their football fundamentals. Registration starts at 8 a.m. and the camp runs from 9 a.m. to noon. Cost is $50 per camper, which includes lunch and a camp t-shirt. That's the Little Tribe Football Camp, Saturday, March 29th at ICC. Early registration available on letsgoicc.com's football page.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 8th inning. ICC trailing Gulf Coast 3-0. It was an error in the first that allowed the Bulldogs to score, a solo home run in the second, and a solo home run in the 7th. And that is your Renaissance Bank scoreboard update here, as there's a swing and a miss for strike one, as this is Davis. Davis is 0 for 1 of the day with 3 walks, struck out looking in his last at bat. And that curveball hangs up. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, still got Williams on the mound for ICC, and he had Davis well out in front of that breaking pitch there, the first pitch, not that second pitch there, which was called ball. Now he's going to wear that one right there. That's going to hit him. And that's becoming a theme here. And Coach Collier, you can tell it in his steps going out to the mound. He's ready for a change, and let's flip it.
We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
We do have that call to the bullpen. Now pitching for the Indians will be Nathan Ferris. He's out of Christian Brothers in Tennessee. He's a freshman, 6'6", 190. We'll find out more about his stats when we come back with more of this Guaranteed Bank pitching change. ICC trails at 3-0 here in the top of the 8th.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back as we get the call to the bullpen being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank here in Fulton. Palazzo will be the new batter here to greet Ferris to the game as that first pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, Ferris has one appearance on the year. I think we saw him here in the last series that we saw 1 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, giving up 3 runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts.
There's a grounder up the middle. Shortstop will find it. There's one. Can they turn 2? Yes, they do.
Nice hop right there. Nice fielding job by Kent out there at short to grab that. And then, of course, Jude Treadaway to be right there. Excellent exchange. Good double play by the Indians.
Little Caesars double play there, just what the Indians needed.
Number 25, Caden Irving.
As Irving coming to the plate. Didn't take him long to leave his impression on the game in his last at bat, as he was the first one to welcome Williams to the game with a monster solo home run. And he tried to do the same there, swing and a miss. Strike 1. He's 1 for 3 on the day, has been hit by a pitch, has scored a run, and of course has an RBI. As he swings on this one, pops it up out of play. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, Nathan Ferris doing a good job coming in, throwing strikes. That's what you want, especially in a game like this when you're 3 runs down. You don't have a lot of innings left to pick back up on it because you're in the top of the 8th here.
So 0-2 pitch coming, and that one missing. As you said, not a bad spot to miss, especially with an aggressive bat at the plate like Irvin has. 1-2 now is the count. This one fouled back. We'll sit at 1-2 once again.
Yeah, well out in front. Irvin was out in front of that pitch right there and just able to get enough piece of it there just to foul it straight back, basically. So, like you say, Adam, doing it all over again. Still got 2 outs here in this inning.
1-2 pitch coming. This one lifted. Got him to stretch out for one. Center fielder's going to run in and make the play for the out. Great job by Ferris to come in, get a Little Caesars double play, and then a routine fly ball to center to get the Indians out of the inning. ICC, they've got some meat left on the bones as they head to the bottom of the 8th. They trail at 3-0. Don't go anywhere, folks. Got a good one brewing here. Back with more right after this.
That's what you do, but I just don't know which way to turn. I'm about to dance in my brain.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Guaranteed Bank pitching change here for the Bulldogs as number 28, Brett Stringer, a right-handed pitcher. He's a freshman, 6 foot, 195 out of Petal. Will take the hill here for the Bulldogs. Pitching change brought to you by Guaranteed Bank here in Fulton.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back as Stringer didn't need a whole lot of time to get warm up there.
No, he didn't, but I was kind of looking at his stats here. That's going to get us back to the top of the order here with Jude Treadaway, but Brett Stringer comes in with 4 appearances on the year, 10 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 11 hits, 10 runs, 12 walks to 10 Ks as Jude swings at the first pitch, and that's going to be out in center field. So quickly, Indians continuing the see it, hit it As soon as we get a pitch up there, swing at it. And again, I'm not trying to complain about anything.
No. It's just today, unfortunately, we're playing atom ball.
Yeah, I just love to see them take a little more time, especially got a new pitcher here, but we know we need base runners in the worst kind of way. And I'm all about cutting down on one if it's in the strike zone. I get it, but this is the first time we've seen him. And, again, quickly 1 out in the inning.
So that was a line out to center by Treadaway. That pitch going to find the outer corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Kent. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Indians trail this one 3-0. Ground ball to the shortstop. Gloves throws over, and it's a little low, but dug up nicely. 6-3 on the putout. So quickly 2 away here for the Indians. And Brad, you've talked about it. I've talked about it today. That's kind of been the tale of the tape for the Indians. Everything has been quick, but unfortunately everything has been for outs.
Yeah, that's what it is. And again, we're down to 4 outs left that we can manage for this game that we got left available. So Evan McCarthy now up for the Indians in the 3 spot.
That pitch missing low for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to McCarthy. 0 for 3 on the day with the strikeout is McCarthy. Takes that one high for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. He's also grounded out to short to end the 3rd and flew out to left to end the 5th.
Good pitch.
And that one in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. Matter of fact, McCarthy has ended the 1st, 3rd, and 5th inning, so looking to not do that here in the 8th.
That's a good slider right there that came in. Another one right there followed it up with same pitch right there. 2-2 count. McCarthy has looked at some pitches. I agree with that. Good job here late in the game. Now he's got to put one in play. Almost got him swinging at one there high. Didn't, held back. Good job. Run the count to full. But I like what McCarthy's done in his patience at the plate.
So that was one of those that the Indians now waiting on the pitch with a 3-2 count. And a nice job by McCarthy drawing the 2-out walk.
And that's what can happen if you run those counts a little higher like that, put the pitcher in a pressure situation, you may draw that walk. And that's what McCarthy was able to do there. Good job on his end. That gets us a base runner. We need anything we can get at this point. And we're in the meat of the lineup, as we say. That's your 3, 4, 5. So our 4 cleanup hitter, Jackson's coming up here. We really need to have these base runners on base whenever we get these 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up, as that's going to be strike 1. Nice movement there toward the outside part of the plate.
That was only the 3rd walk of the game issued by the Bulldogs. 0-1 is the count. 0-2 now.
Replica.
And this is again Stringer, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, Stringer has come in and pretty much said, here it is, do something with it, guys. And ICC's made contact. Unfortunately, it's just been right at everybody today.
Yeah, good take right there. And that was a good pitch, too, on the 0-2 count. Still up in the count, Stringer is. Anything in the turf could be dangerous, and that would move McCarthy up in scoring position.
Waiting the 1-2 offering here. Reaches out, finds a piece of that one. Nice job to foul that one off, as this is Bryson Jackson at the plate. He's 1 for 2 with the walk today. He singled all the way back in the 2nd and flew out to left in his most recent at bat. 1-2 is the count. 2 outs and a runner at first.
Got a piece.
Fouls that one back to keep the at bat alive here.
Good job up there at the plate by Bryson Jackson to continue to stay alive. Got 2 outs on you here in the bottom of the 8th, doing what you can to stay alive and keep this game going here in the 8th as the runner goes.
Throw is in plenty of time.
Got him.
So the Indians get caught trying to steal there. And again, nothing going the way of the Indians when they get in crunch time here in game 1. We've played 8. Bulldogs lead it 3-0. ICC still trying to get something going today, as we'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
That's what you do, but I just don't know which way to turn. I'm about to dance in my pain.
Football fans, make your plans to be part of the Little Tribe Football Camp on Saturday, March 29th at Eaton Field on the Fulton campus of Itawamba Community College. The camp is open to kids ages 6 through 14 who are looking to learn, improve, and grow their football fundamentals. Registration starts at 8 a.m. and the camp runs from 9 a.m. to noon. Cost is $50 per camper, which includes lunch and a camp t-shirt. That's the Little Tribe Football Camp, Saturday, March 29th at ICC. Early registration available on letsgoicc.com's football page.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back as we move now to the ninth. Brad, the Indians down to their final 3 outs in the inning. Bulldogs would love to pick up some insurance runs here in the top part of the ninth. I mean, it's been a couple of long balls and an error that's been the difference in this game right now. And Gulf Coast trying to close the door on this one.
Yeah, and you got your 4, 5, 6 coming up for Gulf Coast, too, trying to add a few insurance runs as that one swung on right there and fouled back for strike one. And that's what you're going to follow with Itawamba in the bottom of the ninth with their 4, 5, 6.
So 0-1 is the count here. This is Coakley, the third baseman.
Oh.
And that one just a bit outside. 1-1 now is the count. So this is Ferris on the heel here. And this one blistered, and it's going to drop for a base hit.
Yeah, placed that one back over the plate, kind of came in on him on that pitch right there, and then came back outside with it over the plate right there and did a good job, Coakley, there to stay with it, swing, line it up the middle there for a clean single here for to start the top of the ninth.
That was the 6th hit of the game there for the Bulldogs, 3rd for Coakley. So Coakley has doubled and singled twice. He's done that in his last 3 at-bats. That pitch runs inside, and runner unable to advance. Ball 1.
Again, good job by Collier to keep that out in front of him where runner unable to advance to second and get in scoring position.
So 1-0 is the count. This is Jackson at the plate. On the quick pickoff over the first, no issue there as he slides back safely. Jackson is 0 for 2 with a walk and a sacrifice bunt. He has strikeout twice. That pitch missing low. 2-0 now is the count.
Got to help yourself here if you're Ferris. You cannot, obviously do not need walks, don't need free passes. Yes, you had a base hit, gave up that, but you still got to go back out there and throw strikes and let that defense play behind you. Now he answers back with that 2-1 count. Don't need any more free passes because the Indians do not need any insurance runs placed on the board. They already got a tough enough challenge and a big enough hill to climb to get those 3 runs back in the bottom of the ninth.
So 2-1 now is the count. Breaking pitch misses outside. 3-1 now is the count. So 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs. There is a runner at first here in the top of the ninth inning. Bulldogs with a 3-0 lead here in game 1 of 2 this afternoon. That pitch just missing for ball 4.
Not a good situation here for the Indians with no outs and adding another runner on for Gulf Coast with a walk. Looks like we're going to have a no.
I think you're just going to call him in here and kind of just talk about this situation and what they want to do. Is this is Ladner coming to the plate. He had that solo home run that was a monster shot on the first pitch he saw back in the 2nd inning. But since then, has not done much. He flew out to right to end the 3rd, reached on a fielder's choice and was left stranded in the 5th and grounded out to short. In his last at-bat.
Yeah, just kind of talking some offensive strategy here if you're Gulf Coast. That's what we're doing, especially when you got 2 outs. A lot of times right here you might – no outs. I apologize. No outs, but you got runners at first and second. You might be looking at the bunt seeing if you can get the runner over to second and third, potentially, especially the runner over to third. And that's why ICC's got your corners in at this point.
So as Brad mentioned, no outs here. Runners at first and second. Bulldogs trying to pick up an insurance run. Would love to get at least one in this situation as they're going to throw back to second. Because if you get at least one, the worst thing can happen would be a grand slam can only tie the game.
And they did get him to square around right there, and that may have been what they were seeing ICC, see if they could show. He did show early, showing early now. He got it down. That's going to be foul.
So that will go for strike one in that situation. Runner's got a good jump in that situation. So 0-1 now is the count.
Now the next guy up, Wells, he's the one who laid down that single bunt earlier in the game. So they may be wishing they had him at the plate, but Ladner may be able to lay it down too. Of course, they took the bunt off there. He took ball 1-1 count. Let's see if they put it back on here.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Runners at first and second. Gulf Coast leading 3-0 here in the top of the ninth. Shows bunt again. Lays it down, and there's only going to be one play, and it's to first. And it's just in time. Got him by half a step.
Good bunt.
And yes, great bunt there. Sacrifice bunt. And 2 to 3. No, 2 to 4.
Yeah, 2 to 4.
On the put out of that sacrifice bunt. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. Reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. They meet Tuesday nights. They're located right across the street. Across the street from the Davis Event Center.
Did his job. Got runners now at second and third with only 1 out. And that one hit sharply. We had the infield in right at Kent. Kent able to field it, bobbled it. Treadaway came in and took it off the hop. That was a sharp hit right there, Adam. I know people may call that an error. I'm going to say that was sharp.
That was a sharp hit.
Yeah, it was a sharp hit right there. Kent did what he could to block that thing up. But Treadaway came in and did a good job, caught the runner off there, and they got him out at third.
So it turns into a fielder's choice.
Turned into a fielder's choice is what it turned into. So the second out of the inning, but a run did score.
And you are correct there, and that's the most important thing there if you're a Bulldogs fan, was the fact that you got that run across in all of that mess.
It was a mess. Indians do get the second out of the inning, as you call it, in that mess, and I agree with you. Because there was a lot to discuss there, and there's still a runner at first, but it does clear your runners out of scoring position at the present time for Gulf Coast, as Ferris is going to check him back. Wells back over to first, and this should be Eder at the plate.
Time is taken here, and infield umpire saying something to the first baseman at ICC. Maybe didn't like the hard tag that time. I don't know. I don't even remember it being a tag, to be honest with you. That pitch, and therefore strike 2. Score that last one 6-4-5 on the putout of Jackson as Coakley scored on the play. 0-2 now is the count. This is Eder at the plate. He was hit by a pitch. Fouls this one off. It still be 0-2.
Yeah, just able to get a piece of that one. Good pitch out there. Got movement on that ball. Ferris does, especially with his delivery and the way it kind of cuts across that plate. And so Eder did a good job of staying alive and getting a piece of it. Still 0-2 count.
So Ferris getting set to deliver the 0-2 pitch here. Runner goes. Throw is not going to be in time, and they're trying to appeal to first, and
said he didn't. Okay.
Said he did not go.
Well, I would have checked it too.
Agree, yeah.
I would have checked it too, and I don't think he went, but there was a half-hearted little wave there. But again, up here, it didn't look like he went, but the runner was able to advance to second.
Here the jets from the Columbus Air Force Base flying by here on their weekend training, as that one is in the dirt and then will be tagged out for the Renaissance Bank strikeout to end the inning. So they do get 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. ICC trails it 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the ninth. It will be Jackson, Butler, and Collier scheduled up here. Indians got to find some bats. Be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Guaranteed Bank pitching change, as this is going to be number 16, James Vine, a freshman, 6'1", 211, out of Clinton, Louisiana, coming in to pitch here for the Bulldogs. We'll take a break and find out more about him right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the ninth inning, ICC trailing here 4-0 as this is Bryson Jackson at the plate. Vines is the new pitcher here for Gulf Coast, and he's quickly behind the count here, 2-0. Brad, let's take a look at some numbers on Vines. These stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Yeah, currently coming in today is that's going to be strike one, 2-1 count. Vines comes in with the 1.93 ERA. 1 win, 1 loss on 5 appearances. He does have 23 1/3 innings pitched, as that's going to be ball 3-1. Giving up 16 hits, 8 walks to 35 Ks. He's second on the team in Ks right now.
3-1 pitch is in there for a strike. Now the count goes full at 3-2 here. It's Jackson, Butler, and Collier. 4, 5, 6 batters due up here for the Indians. And that one fouled back, and we'll sit at 3-2.
Yeah, so Indians obviously coming in the ninth inning here. You got to do what you can to produce some base runners, so they're looking at a lot of pitches here. You do have a full count situation here on Bryson Jackson. You do have your 4, 5, 6 hitters.
Swing and a miss at the fastball, and that'll be a Renaissance Bank to strikeout to start the inning there for Vines. Brad, looks like his job is to come in and throw it hard.
Yeah, I mean, looking at his numbers as we went over them, you know, of course, he's got an excellent K to walk ratio there with a coming in. That's only ball 1, 35 Ks again to 8 walks, now 36 Ks. So he ties the team lead there with 36 with that strikeout right there of Bryson Jackson.
That's going to be a flare, and it's going to go for a base hit.
Great job right there, Butler, going with that pitch and driving it in between the first and second baseman there out into right field. Puts a runner on with Stone Collier coming up here. So Indians need everything they can here. Still 1 out here, but they still got to do what they can to stay alive, and the only way to do that is obviously get these runners on base, keep moving them around, try to put a run on the board.
Collier is 1 for 3 on the day. He singled back in the 4th inning. Runner at first with 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. ICC trailing at 4-0. Big looping breaking pitch in there for strike 1.
Yeah, good take, in my opinion, right there by Stone. You know, I mean, you don't want to lead off on that with that big curveball and get you to pop one straight up. So good take right there, in my opinion. Comes back with the fastball right there, the straight one. That's outside ball 1.
So 1-1 now is the count here to Collier. Runner at first is Butler. He just singled his. And that was his first hit of the day for Butler. Vines getting set for the 1-1 pitch. In the dirt, blocked up nicely. Runner unable to advance. 2-1 now will be the count.
Yeah, good job right there by the catcher, Eder from Gulf Coast, to keep that ball out in front of him and keep the runner at bay over there in Butler at first and not advance to scoring position.
So waiting the 2-1 pitch here to Collier. And that one missing outside. 3-1 now is the count.
Good eye by Collier. Now he's going to bring a little quick mound visit. I don't expect a change here, but I see probably a little quick little chat from the Gulf Coast coach.
Tell him to slow down a little bit. Looks like he's working a little quick.
Yeah, and say, look, we got plenty of time here, but working in the Indians' favor right now. If him working fast and throwing balls and got that 3-1 count, so it is a hitter's count. But what you're going to tell Stone is it still needs to be that perfect one right there that you can drive and that you can drive deep. And so we'll see what happens here and see what he comes back with. I'm going to say it's going to be a fastball, but I may be wrong.
3-1 is the count. 1 out and a runner at first here for the Indians. Collier swings on that one, fouls it back, and now the count will go full.
It was the fastball. Challenged him with that fastball. Now you got a full count here. See what happens. Who wins the battle?
So waiting the 3-2 offering here from Vines. Runner at first. And he walked him. Nice at bat there by Collier to draw the walk and put runners at first and second now. And this will bring Stallnacker to the plate. Or excuse me, this will be Jarrett Morris. So we have a new batter coming into the game here for the Indians. Number 12, Jarrett Morris, coming in to bat in place of Stallnacker. So he will dig in with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Indians down 4-0 here in the bottom of the 9th.
Got a pinch hitter coming in, as you mentioned, for Stallnacker. But runners on first and second, 1 out here for the Indians in the bottom of the 9th. Last opportunity here with 1 out to get caught up in this game, as that's going to be ball 1, outside part of the plate right there. Good eye by Jarrett Morris coming in, quickly taking ball 1.
Morris in his first action of the afternoon. 1-0 is the count. Stands in and takes that one. Wow, one of the first ones that's missed on that inside part of the plate. I guess a little low there. 2-0 now is the count.
Hey, I'm like you. I was expecting him to call that one, but he didn't, so 2-0.
So 2 balls, no strikes, and 1 out. That one in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count here to Morris.
Indians could have been in a mode there. Don't know if Coach Collier told them, but take until you get a strike type mode, so just to see where we're at.
2-1 pitch. In the dirt. Runners are going.
They're saying he committed. Saying he committed. Home plate umpire said he committed. It's going to be strike 2.
And I thought they were going to call it a foul ball at first. I was like, if he calls it, but he said he committed. Never appealed to anybody on the inside like they normally do in that situation. And so now runners do advance on that ball in the dirt there. But now the count is 2-2. Morris had to fight that one off, and we'll stay at 2-2. That's questionable. I would feel a lot better if they did appeal on that one. But either way it goes, you got to play through it in this situation here for the Indians. You're down 4. Runners at second and third. 2-2 count with 1 out. Flare to the right side. It's going to get out of play, and we'll reset at 2-2.
Yeah, good. Jarrett Morris doing a good job staying alive right there with a 2-2 count. Again, runners were able to advance out of that, which is the positive. Runners are in scoring position, both of them. Anything down in the outfield scores both.
That pitch up high. 3-2 now is the count. High drama here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Tying run is on deck here for the Indians. Morris at the plate with a 3-2 count. First base is open in this situation. 1 out with runners at second and third. Pitch to Morris.
Nope.
And he's going to draw the walk.
Bases loaded here with only 1 out. So Gulf Coast not helping themselves here in the bottom of the 9th. And so Indians in a good situation here because your tying run now is at the plate.
This is Houston Green at the plate. Bases loaded here. Bottom of the ninth inning. 4-0. ICC with the lead and 1 out. Green looks at that breaking pitch across for strike 1.
Good take. Good take right there.
0-1 is the count here to Houston Green. And can't catch up with the high heat there. 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases loaded here. That pitch, a little bit too much on at that time. 1-2 now is the count, but not a bad spot to miss there after getting to chase 1 high out of the zone on the previous pitch. 1-2 pitch. Grounder. And shortstop finds it. He's going to go to third, and he will step on the bag for the fielder's choice, but the Indians do get a run.
Yeah, Indians get a run in right there. Going to have a pinch hitter here coming in, but the Indians do get a run in to cut that lead to 4-1 here in the bottom of the ninth. There are 2 outs now.
So as Brad mentioned, there are 2 outs. Smart to get the lead runner there at third.
Now batting, number 24,
and this will be Files coming to the bat here. He represents the tying run. 2 outs, runners at first and second. That last was a fielder's choice. Is that pitch missing low for a ball?
Yeah, good take right there, ball 1. Judd, we want to see Judd on the mound a lot. Gets a lot of activity on the mound. Occasionally gets some activity here at the plate. One of these opportunities today, they're calling him in as a pinch hitter at the plate.
1-0 is the count, 2 outs. That pitch paints the corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Files the tying run at the plate. ICC's pushed 1 across here. 4-1 is your score in the bottom of the ninth. Files turns on that one, jams him a little bit. Going to have to hurry. Third baseman throws across the way and
got him.
Get him with the tag, and that'll do it. Your final score in this one, ICC falls 4-1, despite getting the tying run at the plate in the bottom of the ninth. We'll take a break and be back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this here from Fulton.
I'm about to dance in my band.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back. Back in the game. Back in motion. Back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC falls in game 1 by the final score of 4-1. Had some opportunities late, just couldn't string together some hits. Kind of the tale of the tape today. Breaks beating the boys and the Bulldogs, taking advantage when they had their opportunities.
Yeah, Waters came out and did a fantastic job for Gulf Coast and pitched a good game. Of course, you know, like I told you, Everett Thompson did a good job. But after he settled down some, gave up some early walks there, and then some errant throws that caused that 1 run to get on the board in the first inning, and then that home run in the second inning definitely led off that inning where it put the Indians in the hole 2-0. But after that, he settled down very well, had a good game, pitched a good game defensively, and so I thought he did well. Indians just unable to put the hits together. I kind of go back to, in my opinion, where they were patiently and being a little more patient at the plate than where they were. I'd like to have seen them a little more patient at the plate, see a few more pitches. But Waters just did a fantastic job of throwing the ball today and came in and I don't know, what did he throw, 7 innings?
Mm-hmm.
So got 7 out of him. And so excellent job, and that's what Gulf Coast wanted today going into Game 2. I'm sure here in the opening conference play of both is a strong pitching performance. ICC only had 4 hits on the day, and then, of course, had 1 run, whereas, as you'll know, Gulf Coast ended up with that 4 spot, both of them with the 2 errors that were detrimental to both teams, more so to ICC. So got Game 2 coming up, Adam, so kind of excited about that. Could be another pitching performance. Could see those bats heat up. Who knows? We'll see, but I invite everyone to stick around. I think Game 2 is going to be a gem.
Those final thoughts being brought to you by Bank Okolona. John Harrod and all the fine folks out there at Bank Okolona proud to sponsor today's game recap here for Game 1. Final score as we take a look at the final line being brought to you by Sam's Town Market in Manatee. Sam Ferris and all the fine folks out there at Sam's Town Market. I tell you what, if I didn't have to work every stinking day of spring break, Sam would love seeing me because I would absolutely run rampant through that selection of meat he's got there. Great chicken, steaks. If you want a special order, all you got to do is get up with the folks there. They've got their butcher shop on site there at Sam's Town Market in Manatee. Final line, Gulf Coast, 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. ICC, 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors. Bulldogs improved to 17-8 overall. More importantly, 1-0 in conference play. ICC falls to 13-8, 0-1 inside conference play. You're taking a look at some of the highlights of today's games being brought to you by Little Caesars here in Fulton. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's action here in Game 1. We've actually come back in about 20 minutes here on the ICC Sports Network. But what we're going to do is, during the break, we're actually going to take you to a podcast of an ICC alumni, Tim Dillard, called Buses, Benches, and Baseball. You can hear about some minor league stories there from Tim, and we'll hear that after this message from Renaissance Bank.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.